Kelto and the Illithid was brought into a room with a massive fishbowl, a shipwreck, and a treasure chest in it. He was interrogated and nearly planted by Xanatha himself, narrowly managing to cut Rainier for doing absolutely nothing. He's nonetheless returned safely. We do know that they also are interested in producing black silk.
We don't know.
Yes.
You don't know.
It's not me. I can't see Cam, right? It's not just me.
He's not a row 20 yet.
Oh, okay.
Wait, let me fix my audio.
Oh no. Shut up. Go away.
I just had cookie. Damn
like
good.
if you like
Homemade cookie. Fucking good shit.
You got no internet, I let you eat dairy, Cadbury dairy.
Not even my favorite flavor. Damn sweet, yeah, that one.
We do sneak into
the Oreo edition.
Sorry?
We do sneak into Sobloff's store and kick ass and take names, but it wasn't really appreciated. Then we went home with the plan to return in 2 days and do the other method that does not involve kicking ass and taking names.
And getting blindfolded.
Yeah.
What did you find in that place?
Some parade float shit lah.
That I maintain we should have taken apart and sent to the authorities because it's going to blow up in the street. But what does adventurers know, right? Nothing, absolutely nothing.
But
Allow call.
Hello. Mert say it's okay every year happen, then okay lah, let it happen.
Yeah, every year explode.
Alright.
Yeah, how's your mic?
Can't get it to work.
Your webcam one?
Yeah,
Webcam
What do
mic.
you mean you can't?
like there is no setting that turns on the webcam mic.
Hey, fuck off lah, there is lah.
Help me find that.
No,
Yeah.
not circuit breaker, sorry.
Later I team viewer for you. But your current
yeah.
mic is working, right?
Oh, it is? Okay, then that's good.
Hey, we are talking.
I mean, we are having a conversation,
We're
like we
having a
could
fucking
listen to you.
conversation. You're much louder than usual, actually.
Oh,
I mean,
Yeah.
this mic will be better than your webcam mic. Why
He
would
said
why
that
would
his
you
mic was broken.
want-
You're so much louder than usual, by the way.
Yeah,
Maybe you
would-
broke it in a
I
good
would
way.
not touch this.
Yeah, just leave it. Okay.
No, it was. I
Sean,
think
can
there's
you
like a
say-
connector that's choppy.
Huh?
Okay. I don't know why you're 200% for me.
Oh,
Because he was
because I
always so soft.
yeah, I was a soft boy.
I'm bumping
Oh, you're not
you
soft
down.
anymore, so I'm lowering you.
Longer a soft boy.
So we had our opening ceremony the next day. A whole bunch of important people showed up. Tally brought a miniature wooden throne skull, and Brick and Abby brought us silverware. Fala brought us tea. Michelle brought us elvish poetry.
Cam, your fan.
And bless his soul also offered to bring in art supplies. Rainier gave us a pocket watch that's very nice and marks us as the friend of the family, which is nice. And the Castellantas brought all kinds of food and drink. Zero brought us some fucking smack. Because it's not really Nero. So now we got a bunch of white ladies, I guess. That's it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's it.
At the start of today's campaign, start today's session, you have just discovered that you have been left, well, for the lack of a better term, a calling card on each
That's
of your.
so lame, dude.
What you want?
Yeah.
I want to beat his ass.
A calling card on each of your heads. Though not magical, each of the calling cards has the letters J and B on it. As well, beside the calling card is a white lily, and you have returned to the tap room where Mert and Vajra are to discuss what has transpired. How would you like to begin?
I guess first I'll inform them about the letter and the
What letter?
flower. Whatever,
Oh,
like
the
the
calling
card.
card.
on the-
Yeah. Mert looks pissed. He said, "Oh, fuck. Whoa, be glad that it's just a card. He probably could have killed any of us. He could have killed me, but he didn't. It's strange." Well, he pauses to think, and Vajra's like, well, the cards are not magical in any way, and the flower does not seem to be magical as well, but it's puzzling. Why leave these behind?
I mean, obviously, he just wants us to know that he can do like whatever he wants. He can get into our rooms and all that jazz. Like it's just a threat. For some reason, like 5
Pawns.
adventurers threaten him for whatever reason.
It's troubling to know that he has. Well, he knows where you sleep. For one.
That's great.
I mean, I think everyone. I mean, we did hold the opening ceremony. And it's not that hard to figure out where we stay. You know.
I don't know
Yes,
about
but
you guys,
indirectly,
but
indirectly trying to say that he could kill you where you sleep.
it's okay. I don't know about you guys, but everyone knows where I'm at.
It's part and parcel of life, right?
I'm not so sure about that. I feel like the 5 of you shouldn't be dragged into this, but Mert seems to disagree. They can handle themselves. Yeah.
I ship
More than
them. I want them to
capable.
get married. Please make it happen.
They are more than capable of handling themselves. They are very capable. As evidenced by the number of gang members they have killed. I cannot count on both hands and toes.
That's not fair. Like, how many have we? We haven't killed anyone.
Oh, not that
Save for
many.
like yesterday.
What? This
The-
talk
the
of
bunch of
murder.
Oh right, yeah, the girl.
Vajra,
I forgot
Vajra-
about that.
Raja like stops and we should not be talking about, should we be discussing this? So it's fine, there's nobody else here. Except for Nea. And Nea's a buddy. He knows everything. Because these clowns told him everything already.
Oh my god.
So we need to figure out who this clown is. I don't know how to do that. I can't put
Useless
people.
Maslot, really.
What did you say? I can't put my people, on someone that does not exist.
Go
Do not know-
Baru.
Do not know how to go about discerning this person. Besides the fact that he's a drow.
I mean, we know who he's involved with, right? Like which gang specifically.
Which gang would you say he's involved with?
Do we not know this?
No.
I don't think we do.
Wait,
You
what do
don't know
not know?
JB.
The purple.
You can deduce that.
I mean, he's not purple. Like we keep saying he's purple. He just so happened to be
you
wearing
can
purple.
deduce that he's the Durham.
How? Like what was our? How did we deduce that he was an?
Damn it, I had a graph for this.
I don't
but still need to
remember.
remember. Okay, that's
Sorry, I
count.
don't remember how.
I need evidence before I can start putting my people on this case.
Wait,
Manpower is limited,
our
and I do not
character is
want.
buffering.
Wait, so Zenithal is purple. Zentarim is snake.
You're
What?
telling me that you
Right?
think he's from the Xenotar
No,
guild
is that
because
correct?
he's
Yeah,
wearing
I seen
purple?
out of character.
What if the guy just likes purple?
Oh my gosh, so annoying.
Well, he does have a point though.
Yeah, what if it's like us, when we wore the tattoos?
So Zentarim is snake, right? And Zenithal is purple, correct?
The winged snake has no winged snake and black cloak is Phantom, and then you have your eyes, tentacles, the spoked eye. And they weren't really associated with purple at all. I don't know where they came from. It's just that Roblox is purple.
Zenithal is purple. I think because the Beholder was purple, right? Is that
Delta, the
Yeah.
Kenkus, all that were. Yeah, there was no purple. Where did purple come from?
why purple here? Okay, I think probably Zoblostor. Okay, fine. Let's disassociate that color.
What was my conclusion? I'm struggling to think. I'm so tired.
He's who he's connected with. Potentially. Zenithal or Zentarim. Or he's just like doing his own shit.
Okay, so we got looked up. He could be doing his own shit. He absolutely could. Right?
Could be
But
involved with the cult thing.
we got looked up at the party, at the Castellanta party, as a direct result of foiling the Zenithal attempt on Rainier/Flume, which we don't know who they were really after. But we had the sewer through the throwdown, and then that guy came after us and questioned us in the form of our good old friend Adara Nighthawk. Celestial's friend, Adara Nighthawk. Then, after that, the next major thing was the attack on Trollskull and Trollskull. We know that was Zentarim on Zentarim. Most likely. There might
But
have
it was
been
like
some.
we went to the Castellanta party thing because Mert said that there could be something going down, right? Like someone
An
targeting that.
attempt on their life.
Did he say who he suspected was
No,
him?
nothing.
Oh, okay.
Just like find out the identity of someone who's not there for the right reasons. And then attack on Trollskull because they're after the stone. Right now, we know that the people with the most motivation on the stone actually the Zentarim. So much so that the Grauhuns kind of renegated on that deal, and then the rest of the Zentarims actually went to attack them. That was very clear. What's not clear? What is not clear is that we know that the Zenithal was there that night also, spying in some way, shape, or form. We know the Zenithal was also responsible for a loud bang. Could have been a weapon, could have been a teleportation, could have been a signal. And then what we don't know is that when Mustard was taken, he was also questioned about the stone. But we don't know that. So from character point of view, we only know that roughly both of the gangs are kind of after the Never Ember Fortune. But the Zentarim has shown the stronger connection in going after the stone.
Guy is like just we don't know.
Yeah.
We don't
And
know.
the thing is, if he wanted the stone that badly, he could have taken it today.
And on that note, I'm just gonna check that we still have the stone.
Where do you leave the stone?
It was
on
on my
It's
person.
on, yeah, it's on Celestial.
You have the stone.
Very good.
You put it in your hands.
Right.
So if we left the stone in the room, then it might have it might be gone.
Can't
Yeah.
say.
Probably. Maybe.
Would assume.
I think that's
Yeah.
why we have our bunker room, but now I think maybe we shouldn't even use the bunker room.
Okay,
Nothing-
so
nothing
we're trying right now discussing about how to figure out how to track down this person that just can appear as anybody he wants to look like, and We have no idea who he's affiliated with or he's doing his own thing. It's also the
Yeah.
cult thing, which
I-
is like a whole other like faction or whatever you want to call it, like group of concern.
I think
Just to do a quick check, right? Do we know anybody that even starts with the letter J or B?
Justin Bieber,
No.
Jack Bauer.
Jack Bauer.
Hey,
Could it be? Are they that dumb that they would sign with their actual name that we could find them back at? Like this JB might not even be his name.
I wouldn't be surprised if it was like his real initials.
Maybe he's just that powerful, like he said himself.
And
that's
why?
I think.
Then could that be our first clue? We find
Just go.
J and B.
Yeah, execute everyone with the initial of JB.
The good old Reddit hunt.
Maybe ask like Vajra and Mert, like have there been any instance in the past whereby there was that signature also? I mean, Vajra does all the investigation, whatever shit, right?
This is
Like,
the first time we've seen this particular calling card. I mean, in previous cases, if there were serial killers, which it is rare in Waterdeep, calling cards are usually much more sinister in nature, and this is pretty simple and simplistic. We have not seen anything quite like this before, unfortunately.
What?
The only J name we know.
The Lester Beaverhand.
The evil twin of Celeste Silverhand. Oh my god, case closed, guys. Evil twin was shown.
I mean, I guess the only like I don't know. Like to be honest, I don't know how to track someone like this. Like obviously, if he doesn't want to be found, he knows how to ensure that happening. If
That's right.
you will only find him when he wants us to find him. So I think our next, like, all we can do is to be alert now. Like make sure everything that is valuable, like we have on our person at all times, and we like take care of our shit and concentrate on the thing that we do know that is going to happen in 2 days, which is the fight thing.
Yeah.
Eventually, it will lead somewhere. Like eventually,
You
it will
can-
lead to him or whatever. But
You can set up a sting op, you know? Put on a
What is this thing up?
put up a
Interesting.
museum exhibition. Come and see a cool stone, and then it's not really the stone. So when the event venue gets attacked, they'll be like, "I got bamboozled, JP."
Are you suggesting we set up the stone for viewing?
No, like the fake stone.
like a stone.
It wouldn't be a
fake
sting
stone.
op if it's the real stone. If the real stone, it would be a bad idea.
Hmm.
But that's
I am-
needlessly risky.
With like the double drip. Like they think it's a fake stone, but it's actually a real stone.
When you keep a fake stone on Salisos, but then
Oh,
that's the real one. Yeah.
You have 2 stones on your body.
Let's make it 3. We'll get 5 stones. All 5 of us have stones. Then they
Oh
have to
my
get.
gosh,
No,
let's get
it's
on.
not.
Oh my
It's not
god,
bad.
let's do that anyway.
It's
Let's actually do that
Yeah.
anyway.
All 5 of us have the same stone.
You need to enchant each of them with something stupid, though. Like,
do that. That's not bad.
They all blow up.
Like prestidigitation, just make it smell nicer permanently. Then it's still magically enchanted, right?
Ask
you
forever,
you
my
need
friend.
Nistel's magic aura.
That's not bad actually. But I like the idea. Every one of us carries a
Is it called Nistel's magic aura? It is, right?
I mean, I'll pull Anna aside and I'll ask, do you think it's wise for maybe the stone to be kept at that Staff Academy? That way we don't have to worry about it being stolen off. Like the real stone can be placed there, but we have like fake shit on us. They think we are still a target. That's fine. But
You can get,
we don't have a safe here that would be able to keep this thing safe, you know.
that's fair, but then it means like if we need We need it. Like, we have a
need to-
situation where we investigate an eye, and we don't have the stone on us, and the eye turns out to be immobile.
Okay, well, I think the first step I would do if you want to hide the presence of this stone is to have a container for it so that detect magic can't detect it. Because this is like a gigantic shining beacon of light
Mm.
if you cast detect
Oh
magic.
yeah, the strongest
Mm.
magic you've ever seen, right? That's what.
Like, it probably make my pants glow very, very bright.
Is there a way?
You're just happy to
Yeah,
see.
I'm
But
looking at Vajra. Like, is there a way to like mask the potency?
Asking Vajra.
Oh,
Yeah, I
well,
mean, who?
according
What?
to my textbook studies, because I'm a wizard,
Hey, wizard.
A bag of holding could function as a way to hide your magical item if necessary. I can
yeah.
arrange for one to be made.
Whoa,
We get a free bag of holding.
on loan.
that's
I'm not
awfully
against it.
generous, but
Yeah.
aren't those kind of expensive?
Oh yes, but this is a dangerous mission, and I'm sure Mutt would be happy to pay for it. Mutt's like, what the fuck you say?
OTP. OTP.
Okay, well, but I mean, if we are going under the assumption that they don't know what this stone is, and we just wanna prevent it from being detected, won't just like a inch of metal box do? Like a just an inch of metal so that they can't peer through it through detect magic.
But it's going to be quite obvious if you're carrying like a metal box.
No, yes, I wouldn't be carrying an inch of metal, like a cube of an inch of metal with a stone in it. That's just silly.
I would feel safer if it was in a bag of holding.
Yes, let's get a bag of holding then.
Well, I wouldn't say no
Just
to a bag of
standing here and looking at yourself, I can sense the stone is it's abnormal.
Pulsating.
It is well strong or stronger than my black staff.
I don't know how you say black star with a straight face.
My black star.
What have a black star?
Jesus. Christ.
I think we know the meta game for bag of holding already, so it'll be actually beneficial for us to get.
Yeah, lah, of course lah. It'll be very helpful.
It'd be amazing.
Yeah,
What do y'all intend to put in there anyway?
everything.
Hey,
Just dump
The
everything. Your severed hands lah, throw inside everything. Also.
my bronze coin.
you can actually kill someone and stuff them in.
My bell. The rings of the fight.
Take some
bell.
time for the bag to be created. It'll be ready by the end of tomorrow.
Okay.
Hoorah!
I think, like, in all seriousness, shall we decide on a quieter way? And then if we really lose all our leads, then we'll go with the Sting Op.
Yeah, of course. Like, I
Sting
think
Op that
Sting
will
Op is
likely
like,
end up with Troll Skull Manor being blown up
yeah.
4 more times.
Yeah, I agree. Sting Up is like the backup option.
I get. I think it's just so worrying that we don't know what this guy's intentions are at all.
Yeah.
We can't even put a finger on it.
I mean, maybe it's
Conclusively
also
tell what
like
gang-
persons of interest, right? I mean, right now we are thinking in a physical, like he's after maybe a thing, but he also could be after us because we, like what like Mert said, which holds a fair point. He was saying the reason why he took an interest in our capabilities and us is because we can fly under the radar for a lot of things. Like we are not important people in like normally, but we know important people. Like we have access to the Black Staff Academy. We have access to someone like Mert. We know the Castellantas. Like we know people of interest. So maybe he is not. It's not so much that he's after something, but he's after the access that we have. And that's the reason why he's not killing us, because he needs us to be alive in order to gain that access.
Which also raises another pressing issue. The fact that he was able to come in here as Lero and zone in on Mert for the conversation, it shows that he pretty much blows Mert's mask lock cover.
That is
Yeah.
true. Yeah.
It's not buying the drunk uncle act of him.
Oh wait, it's raining. Gotta close the window.
Is there, I mean, not asking Raja, like, is there I mean, there's, not sure, I don't know, I'm not a magic person user or whatever, but is there such a thing if someone were to impersonate or take over the appearance of, say, like in this case, Lyria Silverhand, like he would know what she knows, or it's just simply a facade? It's not
I
like
don't-
he takes her memories or whatever crap, right?
It is possible.
So if he were to be her, he can actually know, like,
What you
the
are
information she already
what
knows.
you are speaking of is it's a very high level of magic, forbidden magic to be exact. What you are speaking of is a simulacrum spell, where you create where you impart a part of your consciousness into an avatar of sorts. It's not been seen since the Great War.
Oh, wow. But I don't want to put anything past him. He certainly does seem powerful.
The main reason people use simulacrum spells is generally they fear for their own lives, and when they are under threat during wars, times of crisis, they want to be with the public, they want to be in the public, but at the same time they risk being assassinated. So they impart their consciousness into these avatars, and the simulacrum fulfills their function of living a normal life while they remain hidden away.
Well, that doesn't sound like something he would shy away from doing.
I'm just saying that we have not seen such magic since the war.
But in any case, I mean, obviously he knows that Mert is a mask lord, right? That's what we're trying to say.
Well, or at least
He
that,
already knows this information somehow.
Mert, knows things. Maybe not that he's a mask lord, but that Mert is a source of information.
Maybe it's worth, I look at him as like, maybe it's worth taking a second look at the people around you.
I agree. I will. I'll deal with this. I mean, many men have tried to kill Mud the Dragon Slayer, but not many have succeeded. The number count remains at 0.
I am like
Fact.
Indeed.
looking at Vajra at the outside of my eyes. Is she like rolling her eyes?
She's rolling her eyes.
She's soaked, man.
No, I want them to cover.
Okay, well,
I think we should continue to probe the gangs, specifically the Venator, quietly. But we know more about the center than the Venator. There's like information is power, right? If we want to fight, we need to know what we're fighting.
That means we need to 打架 already in the gladiator arena.
I mean, we don't have to fight it. We just have to be present and observe.
we'll
like,
be guards,
what's
so
going on. Yeah, exactly.
hopefully as guards we'll be able to have more close up interactions, see what's going on. But yes, I think we have a plan, and I don't think there's much else we can do for now.
Is there anything specific that we want Vincent to look into? But I would be very, 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 very hesitant to involve a civilian in this. So we can't give him anything to do that would be too close to the.
I mean, I will check with Mert, like if he knows anything about this Vincent guy.
Who?
Some private investigator that's our neighbor.
I am the. I'll have you know the Hoppers are the best private investigators.
I know, but like, has he been dodgy or shady, like in any
No,
way?
if I do not know him, he's probably insignificant.
Okay.
Anyone who charges 20 gold is probably a quack.
He charges 20 gold. I could probably be charging some people much higher then. Thank you for letting me know.
Great.
Alright.
Our order of business is to acquire these guys' kit, find a way to secure the stone, which, I mean, like a holding, I suppose. While we are at the forgery business, maybe Mustard could forge a few more stones.
Okay.
Stones? What do you
Yeah,
mean?
fake stones.
Oh,
Obviously, they would have no magic presence until we have access to more powerful deception spells, what we call enchantment spells, like magic aura and things like that. But if let's say we are being assaulted by thugs and they can't tell the difference, it would still be something, right?
Okay.
Alright. So, Bajra, Mert, and Renia are going to take their leave.
Dimension door away.
Sorry?
Dimension door away.
They don't. They walk out.
They wooden door away.
Yeah. You have the rest of the day to yourself.
I will also tell Lift if he's around.
He's always around. He can't
Okay.
leave.
As in, like, if he, I mean, I'll say him, like, if you see anything like suspicious or like not one of us, just like ring the bell. You know, like it doesn't matter what time of the night, just ring it.
Isabel. Okay.
It can be a personal alarm, guys. Halfway sleeping.
Hi, Liv. I would like to wake up at so and so timing.
Stop.
It's noon right now. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna put a few of the flowers in each of our, like the one that Vaja gave, like each in each of our room. But then I'll keep like a bigger stock in mind.
Oh, okay. Of course.
Today, is there such thing as like photo frame? Is there a, as in
Photo
like
frame,
whatever
yes.
whatever the
Yes.
olden thing? Oh
Yes.
yeah, I'll like to get one and put the parchment that Celestial gave me inside.
Okay. Photo frame for the
As
parchment.
in like, you know,
What
whatever
Photo frame for the patch.
What's going on
as a
here?
display.
Wait.
What is happening
Parchment
here?
frame.
We actually married.
Okay, Aurel.
It's called frame, Mary.
Fine, frame, a frame.
A
You
photo
got-
Perfect.
You got it. Yeah. That will be 5 copper.
Wow, 5 copper.
It's gonna be a frame maker now. It's more profitable than being an adventurer. Maybe after a few months I could actually afford a horse.
Oh my god.
Okay. What else? Anybody else want to do anything?
Anything that we need to buy?
A disguise kit.
Sky's kit is
Ooh.
25 gold.
Yikes.
There's 5 of us.
Best I can do is 5 gold.
No, it's it depends, right? Like whoever who uses the disguise kit, what proficiency?
No,
It's
It's not proficiency. It's what Oh,
I will roll
right.
the check. Don't worry.
Oh, right. You need the tattoo.
But it's not a one-time use thing, right?
No, it's not.
Good investment. Sure. I think 5 gold per person is reasonable. Party
It's like
investment.
basically it's like makeup, like it's like a bunch of like wigs and stuff, and like sewing kit and all in one lah. Basically, anything you need to like craft a simple disguise, be there.
Amazing.
I will. I mean, take my
Five gold.
fabu.
What's it called again? What forgery kit is it?
No, it's
This
not
guy.
This
disguise.
guy's kit.
There is a
Forgery
forgery
kit is a
as well,
different thing. Yeah.
if you would like to buy.
Wait, is it the same thing?
No,
No,
it's not.
Different
No.
thing.
Oh,
Forgery is like if you have to forge documents, like official documents.
Yeah, like it
and
will have like the
visas
wax
or whatever
seals
in
and
it.
everything. Yeah.
okay. How much is a forgery kit?
25 gold.
Yikes! Is that another 5 gold from each of us?
Why
Do we-
Why do we need a forgery?
Yeah. Do we need it?
Do we need it to make?
Mustard is
the-
asking.
Do we need it to make the stone or not?
No. The
No,
stone
no,
is.
Yeah, just go to the neighbors and
Oh,
send
okay.
the craft.
ask them for some rock, and then you can make a replica and paint it green. with the
I don't want to
paints
show
around
them
it.
the rock. Can we draw them the rock? And then ask them to make it from there. I mean, I don't necessarily want to show them the actual thing.
That's true.
You know
Get
what I
3
mean?
different people to make 3 different parts. and
Darren, I'm
make it.
gonna buy that forgery kit. I'm just gonna minus it out.
Disguise
Oh
kit.
my god.
Are you buying it in private?
No, it doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
Awesome.
Okay.
Plans
I'll
for
just
that.
we'll just say Mustard buys it in private. Mustard, you buy a pouch for your kid. Sure.
Nice.
I think it might be useful.
That's sad. Can write off Elrion's debt. That's it for the backstory. Right? We're done.
Alright,
Oh my
thanks.
Oh my god.
35 gold.
Anything else you would like to do in the downtime? If not, I'm gonna fast forward to the meeting with the Castellantas already.
Right.
Oh, I forgot about that.
We covered that in the recap right now.
Yeah, okay.
Social
Item, yeah.
business.
There's nothing.
Sure. It will be one full day, that nothing done,
Wait, is
Go.
this like the next morning?
It's the next afternoon.
Okay, what do you want to do for the rest of the day?
So the conversation that we had with them was the night before, right? After the party.
Yeah.
Right?
What do you mean?
Cassandra said
As in
one
when
day
we
or 2 days.
talked to Mert and the Vajra after the whole thing like went down, then we went to sleep, right? Then we woke up. Is it? Or it was the
No,
same
that's the
day?
morning. That's the morning.
Oh,
The
okay.
opening thing was in the morning, right? You said?
No,
No, it's in the evening. It was like
Oh,
5
in the
p.m.
evening. Okay, then.
Ah.
Okay. Yeah. Then, okay. That makes sense now. Okay, then
Yeah,
it'll be then. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Wait. Let me reload at my spells. Just give me a sec.
No. Then I need to pull me for private conversation tonight. Sorry.
Oh,
She's not gonna get a good sleep again.
No!
it's been 3 nights. Where are my ritual sacrifices?
Now you must go to a tree out of town, cut yourself,
Cut off your pinky.
and then lie to your cleric about it.
This is some dark power shit, man.
I'm sorry. I have to think.
Wonder what the Castellantas want.
Mel says, bleed over the tree like a moon goddess that calls for period blood.
Oh.
Some midsummer shit there.
Yo.
Okay, what we gotta do, guys?
About Maeve?
Sure. I have no more berries for interrogation, so.
Oh, about that.
No, I'm just kidding, but like.
Okay.
No, I was asking, have you all watched Midsummer?
Oh, no, I haven't.
No comments, but okay, moving on. Yeah, we are running out of leads, so we'll see what the Castellantas say.
Yeah.
the Fight Club thing, I don't know what we expect to find, what plan, we have no plan.
Yeah, like I'm curious to possibly be there. It's a fight club.
Worst case scenario, if we murder everyone in there. Declare ourselves the winner of the Fight Club.
I mean,
I think we have to take it slow.
It
figure out
still
who
counts
to
as
start
it
with.
still counts as a stealth operation if no one lives to tell the tale.
I see. Yeah. Reminds me of my MGS5 days.
Fuck, my friend just sent me something then disturbing.
What period blood?
What was it? Is that a mosquito?
Yeah, debating.
Ew, it's getting... Oh my god.
What a loser!
It's getting debated.
He's trying so hard.
Tried so hard.
What a loser!
Man.
She's really not sleeping all the night then.
Yeah,
How long and how intense it looks.
really planning out the ritual sacrifice down to the T.
Like which kids to kill.
But all the
All kinds of
Which
blood.
finger to cut?
Hello.
Are you
Oh.
done with your
Mm,
periodic sacrifice to the moon goddess?
Yes.
Are there pukes in all the drinks now?
ew.
Morning comes, you do your shopping, but before you do your shopping, you realize again that Maeve is has not gotten much sleep.
Hey, Maeve, last chance. One more time, I ward your room.
Girl, whisper to Celeste, it's like it's time to pick up the catnap spell.
wow.
Last chance.
Do
What
it.
Drug you at night. Will you
So
sleep
what if we disturb her in the next night? Yeah, all four of us barge into her room at like 2 a.m.
Very good. Time to
I mean-
some ceremony.
What are you doing? Why are you still up playing League of Legends?
What's the temperature?
Actually, more recently it's Path of Exile for sure.
Oh,
Oh,
Whoa,
whoa.
whoa, 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 whoa,
Yeah, we
whoa.
could do the like
It's fine. Am I exhausted? I'm
No,
just tired.
you're just tired.
I would feel it's grossly unethical to spy on your.
Yes, can you like? I'm fine. Like I'm sure this will pass. It's been. I mean, we literally just got visited by a murderer and left like calling cards. Like, why are you guys not like tired? Anyway,
because we
let's
have
go.
nothing to hide.
I leave my fate to the gods.
I'm watching
Let's
you.
go. Let's go meet the Castellanter, shall we?
Dark powers will not escape.
Is this near talking or Lord of Barovia or?
I don't know.
Map change equals. I
change equals
go for
Castellantas.
initiative.
Castellanter family.
What does my sugar daddy want?
Okay, you make your way over to the Castellanter Villa, and it is a very bright, sunny day. The Villa Fort is there to greet you, escort you in. You see only Lady Castellanter there. She's sitting in the living area waiting for you. There is tea that has been set out, a number of different kinds of cakes, pastries, some fruit and dessert as well, some jelly and all that fine stuff that you don't normally get. Please have a seat. The 5 of you.
Sure. I think
Eating.
Maeve needs coffee instead of tea.
You see the 2 children as you sit down are running in. They're kind of like they're like playing. They're playing like with their like almost like a paper, a plane made out of wood and paper. And then you see Willifer, please, if you will, could you please take the children out to the butterfly garden and have them play there instead. Children, sorry, Mommy needs to deal with some business. We'll get back to that soon, in the hour maybe. And then you see the 2 children kind of nod quietly, and then they excuse themselves and they leave, go to the butterfly garden. Have a seat, please. Help yourselves to the food first, of course. How is everything with the tavern? You weren't expecting what to be well, rushed out, if you will.
Apologies there. There was an emergency.
Oh yes, Elron, what happened?
It seems like we have an uninvited guest amongst us, and it was
Amongst
sudden.
us right now.
Not amongst us right now, but during the party.
Ah,
Unfortunate, but it was sudden, and we had to, for the safety of all the guests, we had to move everybody out.
I see. Have you determined who it was?
We don't have a clue, unfortunately, and we don't even know if this said person is hostile or against us or with us. We're at a loss right now.
That's troubling. Well, if you
It's
do
okay,
hear,
we'll figure it out.
I'm sure you will. You are very capable, the 5 of you. If you do learn of anything, please do let me know.
We do know that his initials would probably be JB, or at least that's part of his modus operandi.
I see. She kind of raises her eyebrow. Okay. I'm sorry, I don't know of anybody called JB. But I will let you know if I find out more.
Sure.
Thank you kindly.
I've asked you here. Well, obviously not just for tea. The 5 of you, well, you've been working with my family for a while. We trust you. Renea trusts you as well, and we thought that we would speak to you about possibly doing us a favor. Now, what we are about to discuss with you, we hope that you will keep strictly confidential. And we hope that you will reserve your judgments and that you will think with open minds before coming to any decisions. We intend to be fully transparent with you, and we hope that you can do the same for us.
Sure thing.
First, we are aware that you have come into possession of the Stone of Golor.
No.
Okay.
Sorry, Elron, what was that?
Nothing.
Who
We are
shared the information?
Should I ask where this information comes from?
that is of little importance, but the more important thing is we both share a common goal, if you will. You desire to find out the truth of the Never Ember fortune, and we require the gold.
Mm.
Now you've seen my children. And you see that at this moment she starts to tear a little. She kind of like she kind of stops for a
Wrong
while.
reaction, but
She kind of stops for a while and she kind of like takes a deep breath before continuing. I'm afraid my children don't have long to live. They've been cursed.
What?
And-
Nani?
We need to pay a sum of 900,000 gold pieces to remove this curse.
Okay.
I do not know how much you think the Castellenta fortune is worth, but we do not have 900,000 gold pieces.
Jesus, that's a lot of money.
Yes, it is. And if we do not pay the sum in 3 weeks' time, our children's souls are forfeit.
What?
Ask where it came from.
What the
What?
goal of the curse, Master?
Huh?
What?
Oh, well, both. If they could answer both.
We were attacked by cultists on a trip a couple of years ago before Terenzio and my youngest daughter was born. And we had our older child with us, and he was taken by the cultists. We put up a front in Waterdeep and we tell the rest of the nobles and the families that he's gone to study overseas. The truth is he's been taken away from us. And they've cursed our younger children, and well, we didn't even have younger children then. But every child that we bear, or I bear, souls will be forfeit at the age of 7. And they will be turning 7 in 3 weeks' time.
Oh my god, dude. I shed a single tear.
I would like to insight check.
Sure, give me inside check.
Naturally suspicious also, shall I?
I'll allow you both to make inside checks.
Oh man! Look at my
Oh.
+4.
Yeah. Taking the first one.
Ooh.
Anna, you sense that she is pretty much wholeheartedly telling the truth about the situation with the children and the curse and all that. However, she seems to be hiding something. We can't quite tell what.
What about Maeve? Can you tell? It's a cleat.
No, the 8.
No.
She rolled
No,
an 8.
no, no, yeah, I
Oh.
it didn't appear, so I thought it didn't go
Ah.
through. Damn it.
How do you intend to go about lifting the curse anyway? Why does it cost 900?
I think we need to start from the beginning.
The cultists have demanded a sum of 900,000 gold pieces, and I believe that with a sum of money that much, it will make anybody disappear. I'm in no position to bargain or argue. I do not know where they are, but they will be here in 3 weeks.
Okay, we were traveling on a ship.
No, not on the road.
How many years ago?
It was 9 years back.
9 years ago, and
2 years later,
older
after
child with you then.
yes,
How old was he? Is he?
he was 5.
So he'd be 40.
I believe that we have similar goals and our destinies have aligned in some way or form, unwittingly, or maybe the fate of the gods. Victorio and I have been spending our life for the past 7 years since the twins were born, trying to figure out a way to lift this curse, and to no avail. We've engaged with priests, mages from across the land, and there has been no way to lift this curse. So in the recent years, we've resorted to saving, trying to find a way to accrue this sum of money to pay off the cultists.
There's no guarantee that they could even do it.
Oh, there's no
themselves.
guarantee, but if you were in my shoes, I believe you would do anything in your power to save your children.
Sounds like a scam, dude.
Did they say anything when you cross paths? Like, was there like something you heard them like hunting or saying, or do you even know what cult this is? Like, was there any insignia, or were they wearing anything specific that could point to?
I don't really remember. I'm sorry.
I assume
I
you've
remember-
asked like everyone in Waterdeep that could possibly help you, and none of them were able to even
You
give
can
you.
ask Vajra. We have asked her for assistance as well.
But they have
We-
determined that there is
There is a
magical
curse.
In
presence,
fact,
yeah.
and a curse.
Yes.
And
The
what's
first
the
person we asked to check, the first thing we did was to ascertain whether the curse was real, and it is indeed very real. A day after they were born, we brought them to Blackstaff Academy to have them checked, and the curse was already in effect. I cannot offer you much. I can offer you 10% of the fortune if you were to let us take the other 90%.
Do we know there is 1 million?
I mean,
One-
Rumored.
it's
Is it
rumored,
one?
Yeah.
Yeah,
1 million.
So, which brings me to the problem, guys. Not that we don't want to help, but
We don't
can't
even know
stake it
whether
all
it
on a
is-
fortune that might not exist.
Yeah, exactly.
Even if it existed, it's just not ours to.
And you're gonna pay
Handle.
the 900,000 to the cultists
Yeah.
who may not even remove the curse.
I
What if we-
understand that you are skeptical, and I understand, which is why I asked you to come with an open mind. I do not need your answer today, but I would like you to think about it.
While she's discussing that, are the children in the room?
No, they went to
Oh.
the butterfly garden.
Oh, okay.
I assure you that we will make steadfast allies.
How,
Not
And-
how
all
about
money
your
to give.
believe-
oldest son?
I have not seen him in years. What about him?
Have you lost all hope that he could be saved?
At this point, me and Victoria assume he's dead.
Do you know how the cultists are coming to retrieve this sum? You have a meeting place, or
We have not received word from them yet. If I have more information, I will let the 5 of you know.
yeah?
Was this why they wanted that unicorn thing at the Blue Alley?
Maybe.
It's like part of their getting money thing.
Listen, I sense your doubt, and I sense that you are unsure of whether this is the right decision.
Problem is
Let me put more on the table. We are all businessmen and businesswomen, and I'm sure that we can come to a compromise. And he looks at Elrion. I understand that you are in the debt of 80,000 gold pieces to the Bank of Castellenter. We are prepared to wipe that debt clean. You will be a free man if you help us in this task.
I want to know what she's hiding. I will ask her like you. I do appreciate the information, and yes, this is something we need to think about, but we do take it very seriously. I mean, it's regarding your children's lives and their innocence and all this, and it's not fair that they suffer because of, I mean, God knows what reason the cultists have. So we will consider it, but I just wanna. The reason why we ask how you came about the information that we have or are aware of Stone is because we need to know who we can trust around us, and if there's someone that we don't know sharing this information with people that are not supposed to know technically, then we would need to relook at
Of
our
course.
inner circle.
You're asking how we found out about the stone.
Yes.
I'm sure you are aware that information is king in this city. You could be a simple commoner, but if you had access to information, it will make you a much more valuable person, a much more valued citizen, if you will. Water Deviants are, well, if you strive to climb in this community, you will know that information is power. As a result, we have spies all around the city. We spotted you entering the Neverember residence very shortly after the incident at the Grauhund Villa. And actually we did some digging and we found out what had happened after we acquired a copy of the incident report from the City Watch. It took us a good amount of money, but we got it anyway. And she puts on incident report on the table.
I would like to just look at it and read through. If there's
Yeah,
anything
the incident
we
report
don't
basically
already know.
indicates like what was missing and the statement from Lord Grauhund.
Okay, is there anything that we don't already know?
No.
I would strongly suggest for Master to look at the paper very well so that he can forge it if necessary in the future.
Mustard stares and looks at the paper.
Okay, sure. I sense that we are still not in agreement, and then as a result, I have one final offer. 100,000 gold pieces for the 5 of you. I will waive Elrion's debt. And she takes out a small bag from her pocket and places it on the table. Sorry, a small box. Puts it on the table and opens it. And you see inside the box a small green eye.
What the fuck?
What does it do?
What
You
do
know what it
think?
does.
You know
Does
what
the
it does?
eye look like it matches the
Yes.
set or whatever? Oh.
The what?
开枪了，
Wow.
开枪了，开枪，开枪。
What am I missing? What is this eye?
The eye that fits into
Everybody's just like, whoa, and Mustard's like, what's
So-
going
Mustard skipped season 2, went straight to season 3.
on? No, he watched season 2, but he fell asleep.
Okay.
And what are you giving us this eye?
How did you come about this eye? Just out of curiosity.
What's going on?
Like I said, myself and Victorio have been very busy in the lead up to this 3 weeks.
Mhm.
The years have been tough and we have had to broker many deals.
Why do I
We
get
have-
the feeling? Sorry. Okay.
Sorry?
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. Just carry on.
No. I am offering you this one eye for your help.
100.
Why is it that everyone tells us misfortune exists, yet here we are, more big, more superficial. What happened to the Never Ever family?
It may be a real possibility that this fortune is not what it seems. You know that, right? Like maybe it's not literally 1 million.
I understand, but it's a risk that we are willing to take.
Well, the eye definitely helps. Do you have any idea where the other two are?
We have no idea.
How did you go about procuring this one? Was it like
It was a long series of deals and I'm afraid to say it, but some deceit as well. But we managed to acquire one of the three.
What did you think that you were buying? What do you think this does?
Well, we understood that the stone was missing 3 components. We didn't know what the components exactly were because we had never seen the stone before. But when we heard there was something circulating on the black market which was magical in nature, small, and yet no one quite knew what it was for, we were naturally curious and we sent our men to investigate. We didn't acquire it, but after many years we managed to discern the location and find the buyer again and track it down and purchase it for ourselves.
Yeah, can I just ask out of character? Like in a city like Waterdeep, it's not really gonna miss 1 million gold pieces, right? Honestly, it's a lot of gold, but you talk about like the entire city's economy is nothing, right?
It's a lot of money.
Still,
The money you can use 1 million gold pieces to build an army.
no, I thought like
Yikes.
just get paid $1 million+. It's fine. I'm in Singapore.
And
You
just
can
gonna give
literally
900k.
Waterdeep could literally build a brand new army or build an entire new ward from it.
wow.
And we're gonna.
Yeah.
I don't think we should give 900k to the noble family. The rich get richer. SMH.
No, even worse.
They're gonna
to
give it to the cultists
fucking
to build their proper
cultists.
army.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's like when your com got the malware and then it's just please
Pay the
give Bitcoin to this
ransomware.
wallet.
I
Yeah,
know,
the
right? You should have
ransomware.
made backups.
It's like
No, they did. Their main kit got taken. They tried to make backups, but then they were corrupted.
yeah, they should have made more backups.
They already had the 2-for-1 deal, but yeah, both were affected.
Alright.
It's not gonna end well.
Dude, this is the ethical dilemma.
We just agree and then like not give it to them and
I
raise
mean,
it.
yeah, I mean honestly, but it seems like we have no choice here, right? Like they have a piece of the. What are we gonna do about that?
Just make it first say yes and then go
No,
back
no,
on onward.
we'll just decide later. We don't have to decide that.
Yeah, we gotta decide.
Okay, she says she closes the box and she places it away. Back in her
I-
pocket. I understand that you do not want to come to a decision now, and that's quite fine. Any decision worth its weight will require thinking and time to, discuss.
I'll ask Celestia, like, do you want to check that eye out first?
No, I mean, I won't be able to discern what it does, and I believe her enough that I know it's real. What I am curious is if we put the eye in the stone, how you'll react. and maybe that's something we can try out now. If
You were saying this to her?
yeah, I'm saying that too.
I'm afraid.
I mean, we're not gonna take it away yet. I mean, until of course we give you the answer, but just
Of course.
in front of
When
you, just to see if this is actually the thing that is what is required. Because we have no idea ourselves either. This is the
Of course.
first time it's been made known to us that an object
I understand.
like that
Just in
exists.
case. I hope you don't mind. Then she whistles and you see 5 guards walk in.
Ooh.
Just in
Oof.
case.
They were waiting for us.
Ambush.
Well, if you wanna try.
She
What?
puts the box down and slides it to you, so.
What if it gets stuck and cannot come out?
Oh,
Then we're
Eh.
leaving the stone.
Then we roll initiative lah.
That's good, one, right? If it cannot come out.
No, it's bad because we are leaving the stone and we're not taking the eye.
Then we have to say yes and keep it both. Then we'll be forced to say yes.
Let's not.
What? Try?
Let's not try again.
Let's decide first.
We
Then-
don't have to decide until we have 2 other pieces.
Yeah. So we can.
I'm
Like-
just curious if putting in one of the 3 pieces helps to reveal more about where this is located. Maybe.
But then you're getting the value from it already and you have it delivered on your side.
Are you hoping at some Indiana Jones thing where it tells you like you put in part A and it tells you part B?
Well, no. I would think you'd be like you give you a very wide radius of where this thing might be, and with each stone it will help to narrow down the location of it.
But then if you're getting the value from that already, we haven't agreed, right?
It's true.
That is true.
We haven't agreed, but at least we have information.
Yeah, but then,
Yeah, but
if we already use it, then we don't even need to help them, right? We already got the value from the eye. That's what she's saying. She's saying that you get to use this eye if you agree. You can't be like, oh, let's use the eye and then we'll see if we agree. No, that's part of the deal, right?
I mean, my
Yeah.
suggestion was like, we just want to check it now. If that gleans information, great. But we're not going to take the eye with us. You can keep the eye, and we'll take the stone, and then we'll go and decide. But at least doing so, we already have the information.
It's not letting you put the stone inside the eye. Put the eye in the stone. She's letting you inspect the eye.
Oh, okay.
like
Oh,
maybe at
then-
least check whether it's the same size, it's the right fit.
I mean, I don't really want to take the stone out. I mean, I know you
Yeah.
know it exists, but no.
Okay.
Yeah,
I understand.
Okay, well,
Never mind
we
then.
will...
Let's just make our decision and
But I mean, based on visual inspection, it's
yeah.
kind of
I mean,
fits,
I will like take a look at it and
You gonna cast detect magic?
I'll do it. Yes.
It is magical.
and it looks like
Very
it will fit.
strong sense of magic as well. Similar to the stone, however, not as strong, but strong regardless. Sorry? Anything else?
I guess the school of magic is the same as the Stone
Same.
of Galar
Yup.
definition. Okay.
Cult activity.
I understand that you will need time to make your decision, but time is of the
Time
essence.
is of the essence. And...
Could
Of
I ask
course.
for your decision by tomorrow morning? You do not have to come and see me. You could simply send a message or send someone to deliver a message. We would know.
Okay, I don't want to like speak for the party, but are we able to decide now? Now and tomorrow is not a lot of time.
To be honest,
You cannot
Yeah.
discuss in front of her unless you want to discuss in front of her.
I would just say like in front, like, to be honest, the decision we make doesn't change the fact that I'm gonna investigate this. But whether we help her or not is just part of the process.
I'll make it clear that we will help her, but it's not our money to just give away like that. If it's my 900K, sure, I would save the kids. But it's not. So you can't ask me to give away something that is not rightfully mine.
I understand. And the truth to be told, I've spoke to Renee many times about this fortune, even before the five of you came to the city. And he has insisted that he wants nothing to do with the fortune. Which is the only reason why I'm considering this course of action.
That makes the money kind of free game then.
No, it still
But
belongs.
it also, I mean, if it was accumulated the way the stories are told, meaning Lord Never Ember stole essentially from the people of Waterdeep, then the money is not Rainier's anyway. It's the city's money. It's not. It doesn't belong to someone. It belongs to everyone.
And it's also the ethical problem of it's like funding terrorism, right?
Ah.
I vote that we keep the money.
Wow.
So I know you said that Vajra knows, but does he know of like the ransom and this deal that
He
we've
only
made?
knows about the curse.
Have you
Only
considered
the five of you in this room know about the deal.
bringing this up?
It will be
Yeah.
of no use. Honestly, think of what help could they possibly provide us that we have not already tried. We've tried mercenaries of all sorts. We've tried search parties. We've tried searching every single library in Waterdeep, Baldur's Gate, and Neverwinter for information about the cult, and we have come up empty.
Do you know why your family was targeted specifically?
Because they got money.
Because we are the richest family in Waterdeep for one.
Apparently not rich enough.
How far away were you from Waterdeep when this happened?
Pretty far, I would say. A few days travel.
Really, nothing, no descriptive. Like when they attacked, was it like in the dead of night? Like you didn't know
It
what's
was at
going
night
on?
and they were not wearing robes or symbols of any kind, and my husband and I were in too much shock to
Were
pay
they
attention to
speaking
the
in a
details.
specific language? Maybe?
Common, yes.
I mean, I don't want the kids to die. I don't. I don't know.
2 kids live,
The
and
only
the street get blown up.
Our street already got blown up.
Some cultist
the
activity.
only way is if we can find the cultists before the 3 days come up.
Yeah,
No,
about
I'm
3
saying that
days
every
travel,
When this
right?
happening, right? Essentially, that's the only way to prevent this from happening is if we find the source of this cult, which is the cultist group, then we can maybe affect the curse in such a way that they can take it away. Whatever, like revert it or what. That's like a yeah. If we don't find the cultists, then this is gonna happen. Like her children are going to die.
It just just doesn't make sense to take with you.
Mm. Can we let them know in the morning?
Sorry?
Can we let them know in the morning?
Yeah, you can. You can leave if you would like now. You can have this discussion somewhere else.
Yeah,
She
Oh,
let's decide tomorrow then. I think we can come to a decision.
she thanks you for your time, and she kind of like ushers you out along with Williford.
I would like to say a final thing to her.
Yep.
Say that, like, know that. I mean, you asked us to keep an open mind. Now I'm asking you to keep an open mind in turn. Know that no matter what our decision is, we will do our best to fix this situation and make it right. But whether we have the authority or the conscience to hand over the goal, I don't know yet.
She takes your hands and she looks into your eyes and says, "Thank you very much, Hannah. Those words mean a lot." Then she bids farewell to all of you and she steps back into the house.
What struck me as odd, we're out of the house, right?
Yep.
If this is such a big decision, I mean, this is 900,000. Why is Lord Neb like? Why was he the vicar not there for this discussion? I mean, it involves their kids, right?
You never asked.
So it's either she doesn't want him to know that she's moving forward with this plan because maybe he's not agreeable to it. But as a mother, she's doing everything she can to cover all bases in hopes that it will work. Because it makes no sense for him to not be there.
Yeah, I didn't know if I should ask. I didn't notice that.
It didn't seem like it was my place to ask.
Yeah, if we ask, we'll get some bullshit answer anyway.
Well, at least we are aware of this, so we can look out for more clues.
We only have a day to decide. Now, the completely practical thing to do is what Mustard said, right? We agree, we get the info we need, and whether or not if we don't get the million gold pieces, or if we find out that it's not a million gold pieces, or if we find out that it's a million gold pieces too late, then that's the easy solution, right? Too bad kids got stuff, we don't have to come to a decision. This is the best way for us to proceed as individuals and as a team. But I can't say that that's the most. I can't say that it's the most. I can't say that that's the moral high ground.
I would just like you to know that Mustard does not give a shit about the kids.
Yes, I think we all know that.
So I guess you are not handing over the goal.
I'm with Elrond on this one.
She's
take
to
the money.
take the money for yourselves.
I don't even
No, but I
necessarily
think
want the
it's
money.
like
It's just
why these two kids? Our like the two kids, the kid that got fried in front of our building. Like why?
Yeah, are they less important?
Yeah.
Are all the children who are about to die from a terrorist army less important? It is less
900.
important to her, but we need to come to
I
an
mean-
impartial decision.
What about we do a switcheroo now? Instead of making the Castellanter family our allies, right, we make them our enemy.
Why the fuck would you do that? You do know.
Melissa already said that she's gonna excuse that. Are you sure you wanna do that? No,
Let's just
irregardless,
No,
I understand,
I'm serious because she has an eye, right?
understand where Master and Anna are coming from. And logically it makes sense too. Like if we agree, I mean she also knows, and we have said this multiple times, that there is no guarantee that whatever fortune Lord Never Ever decided to lock away is actually 1 million like gold. Like for all we know, it could be a giant ass listing unicorn for all we know. Like we don't know. No one knows. His own son doesn't know. Like it's just rumors at this point, right? So we have explained to her that if you want us to do this and if we agree, you know that there is a possibility that the 900,000 gold is not going to come because we don't even know whether there is going to be 900,000 gold. So
And
She
what
knows
if there
it.
is?
and
Though?
I mean,
is right. So
I
which
mean
means
that.
she's willing to bet on not having the money
I
at the end
mean,
of the day.
no. What I think is that there is no other way. Like, there's no other way for her to raise the amount of sum than to bet on this, like
Yeah, right.
this
Mm-hmm.
They
crazy
have been so
fantasy.
desperate that they bet on stupid things like buying a green eye. They have no idea what the hell
Yeah,
it does.
like they're
Mm.
desperate and rightfully so.
Mhm.
But it also 900,000 gold. It's a very steep price to pay for 2 children, or even a noble family's bloodline. And in addition, that 900,000 gold is going to the cultists, who will probably use that to do more of the same to others.
Mhm. Mhm.
Now, I have no grudge against the Castellantas, but just as a smart or logical thing to do, enabling that cult to have that kind of funds
Yeah, it's a
is,
solid no.
is just stupid.
Essentially, we are all going to agree to do this for her, get the information that we need to move forward and figure this shit out because that's what we are trying to do anyway. And at the end of the day, if it does come down to the fact that there is a magical pile of money sitting under like the sewers somewhere, we are not gonna give that up to her.
But wouldn't it be too late to turn back at that point if we choose to work with her now?
Well, no, we'll just be, ruining our
If we
relationship.
don't choose to work with her now, we're not going to find that pile of treasure.
That's the problem.
She has something that we need to
I
get
mean,
there.
the only way I see this, if we do want to protect, our reputation or relationship, then whatever, is to leave that decision to someone else. Be it be it Vashra, be it the council of Waterdeep or whatever the hell. Leave that decision out of our hands. Our job is simply to find that treasure, and whatever happens to the amount, they can decide.
No, she's asking us under the table because it's very clear that Bob can't just take
Agree to something like that.
city money to save the kids.
But that also means that we are limiting our sources of information, or we are planning to go behind other people's back to fulfill the Castellanta family's, whatever they want. There's no situation where both parties win here, and truth be told, feels like the Castellantas won't be able to get what they want, even if we do agree to help them.
Like help them right now. Purposely buy time. All we need to do is waste 3 weeks.
3 weeks or nothing.
But that's just not right as well. I mean, there's one thing about just being upfront and telling them this isn't happening. It's another to give them false hope and let them watch their children die.
And should we try to convince them that paying the cultists is a bad idea and they should just let their kids?
No, that's not an option, I think. If they are. I mean, if it were your kids, you would. Ethics be damned, right?
Yeah.
So let's say, why don't you
Yeah.
ask your monk friend whether he knows anything about this?
That guy.
Mhm.
The
About-
mountain man.
About the fortune?
And also, cultist. Has he
What
heard?
should happen to your eye?
Has
You
he
want to
heard
go
of
and wash it, dude.
anything like
Yeah,
this?
you want to wash your eye?
Showering.
You know, he's lived a long time or some shit like that, right? Like,
Well, we could, but I don't think you'll be able to give us like very clear answers. I mean, the last time we went there, he kind of did give us information, right? He said 3 eyes will show you the way, and you know that obviously refers to the stone and the 3 eyes that's in the sockets now. But we had no idea, and
No. Yeah.
and he did
now
say
we
another
know
one.
what we are asking for.
Well,
Like, when we went there, we had no idea what. I mean, at least I did, and I
But-
don't know if he did, but like,
that's also not how he works. Like, he's a master of divination. We don't ask him something and ask him to peer into the future. It kind of just comes to him.
We have a problem. If he was right about the stone, then he's
That's
also right
another one.
about Evil's twin.
Evil twin hides his
Is
face.
the word twin a coincidence here?
Evil's
sorry,
twin
what
hides
was
his
the
face.
full sentence again?
Let me paste it. But I mean, that's so vague. Evil's twin hides his face for now. That means something that's evil and that's his twin, right?
No.
Sticking
If
silver.
I gave birth to twins
Oh,
and I'm evil, those will
Well-
be my twins.
Well, that's
It's a bit of a stretch, but you know, divination. And I'm just pondering, is it coincidence that the word twin was used?
Evil's twin hides his face for now. I wonder what the coming refers to.
The coming elements. Evil's twin. Could it be connected to the Castellaneta twins?
Sorry,
Wait,
what
they
is
are
this
twins,
message?
right?
What is this message for?
From
that was
our
from the
Bring the
monk
monk.
guy in the mountain. Oh, the deep.
Oh, he said that.
He
yeah.
said things, and one of them was about the stone, which we now realize because we have it. And the other thing he said was this.
Who is this monk guy even?
DM, they are twins, right?
Flam.
They
Flam.
are
twins.
twins, but it's
They are
brother and
both
sister.
We're just chilling at the Griffin taxi station at the top of the mountain.
Yeah. Slowly divinationing.
It's like got
No.
fast travel point just for him, man.
Yeah, so I will just take it that Elra and Master had decided to stuff the Castellantes. What about the three of us?
Okay, I have a change of heart because I need to pay off my debt. So I'm inclined to work for them, but I really don't want to pay the cultists. So I think that we should figure that out before it gets to.
I'm sure they're not going to be so stupid, like, we'll lift the curse and then they give us the gold. Obviously, we'll have to do
Exactly.
this. Yeah.
There'll be a catch. You'll be like, oh, we just transfer the curse to you instead or some shit like that.
Fucking cults.
Steal it back from them after they lift the curse. No, you can't. Has anyone thought about the logistics of moving around 900,000 gold before demanding it as a ransom?
Trucks, literal trucks.
Maybe that, which is why I say that maybe what is the fortune worth that, but it's not actually
I know.
one go.
That was my theory, right? It's just like a stack of
Yeah, it's worth
blackmail
something.
on someone.
Or maybe it's in a bag of holding.
That's
That's
enough to
discount,
buy.
man.
You can't even fit.
Code-
You can't even fit.
Coding
You
has a
can't even
limit.
fit close to enough of 900,000, a million gold pieces in your bag of holding. Your bag of holding holds max 20k, 20 or 30k.
So that's many bags of holding.
No.
I mean, if you're running with that much weight,
70 bags of weight.
It's just a parchment of paper with a single wish spell.
Good shit.
Probably
Give me
5.
ideas, boys.
No, nobody said it.
You
Huh?
open the vault and there's like 5 healing potions from Burrow.
You
Each
open the
worth
vault. You
200k.
open the vault and it's Strahd sitting there.
Oh my
Time for
god.
round 2.
This was my other phylactery, by the way. You missed this one.
The scarf,
Fuck.
the most scarf sequel ever.
No, like as the player, I feel confident that the thing that we are searching for, the fortune or whatever, is not going to be 1,000,000 gold. So I
I
don't care
called
what
that
we
out,
feel
yeah.
right now because we are not going to find the gold. Like
Well,
it's
are, we,
not
are we placing bets?
How
like
much you
it's
want to
not,
bet? 80K?
not gonna be. It's not gonna be 1,000,000 gold in actual coin. Like I refuse to believe that that is.
Yeah, same.
It's
Unless you're
going to be a
telling me,
metaphorical 1,000,000 gold.
Can't split into 900,000, what, right? Like there's no way to
Exactly.
do that, what. So it doesn't matter. It doesn't
you,
matter.
you
what we
only
say.
get to see 90% of the photo of Lero's nude.
The real goal was the journey to the goal.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Wait. Evil's twin hides its face for now, right? He, this wizard guy, whatever, always takes on someone else's persona. So he's like the evil twin. Do you know what I mean? That could be.
Yeah,
I don't know.
That could be it.
Yeah, that could be that. It just came to me. But yeah.
That's
JB is that gold never enter. It's just really bad spelling.
JB.
That could be the evil twin that but I just as a player, like I just say go for it. Like just agree. And then when that time comes you deal with it lah, whatever.
2M. 2M.
There's not going to be 900,000 gold worth of coins in whatever we find. There's no way. There's no,
Negativity.
It's
Okay,
not
That's the
then we assume
mistake.
that it's something that can be sold 900,000.
yeah.
Then we
Well,
get
like,
the
can't we be too late, but like what if we find it
Well,
like literally
I mean,
on the
if it's
26th
something,
day or some shit?
I mean,
There's
if
no way they
it's
can-
if it's something that is priced at that value, and it's obvious that it's priced at that value, I'm sure I don't think the council will be like, oh no, sorry, man.
cash only. Yeah.
Yeah, sorry, see ya. I'm pretty sure like they aren't like too hung up about having 900,000 in gold itself.
Like what you're
Yes.
paying me in silver instead. No.
Yeah.
Mm.
But I think we are digressing. Like the point of this is there is a fortune to be discovered, and whether we want to hand over 90% of that fortune to the Castellantas and their cultist friends. Well, not friends, but yeah. I mean, like, how to say? Well, just personally, like, agreeing to help them right now is going to immediately help us obtain one of the 3 eyes. It not really ensures, but it kind of promises that Elrion will be debt free. And best case scenario, we get the last remaining 10% to do whatever we wish to with it.
And that means lying to Mert and Badra.
That means we have to skirt around them, right? Because it means whenever we go to them for help regarding this case, we're not being upfront, not doing this for like water deep.
Must I remind you that we have allegiance to the Harper?
That's true.
You look at my character sheet very carefully. What would I do?
Boy.
I really don't know, man.
The only way out of this, clean, is to tell her that we're not going to help. As in, tell her that we will help her, but we cannot just hand over the gold. And even if that means we forever lose the opportunity to get the 3rd eye, then that's that. The people die.
Yeah.
She might have been baiting us as well, right? Like, she didn't let us inspect the eye, right? It could be anything.
I think we've established that it's the correct eye, right?
Yeah, it seems legitimate enough. when I looked at it.
I mean, if you want to say no to her, right, and then you're worried about not having that third eye, I'm think. And if you want to pledge your allegiance to the Mert side, you could just, when we need that last third eye, we could just tell him he probably has the power to take it from them through underhanded means or whatever.
That's
Yeah.
that's true. That's true.
So, like, either way, it works. It's just what's on your conscience.
It's still the cleanest way out.
I mean, we can explore the possibility of I guess agreeing with the Castellantas, and if we do get that sum, we present it to cultists, but we are there and we are able to get the jump on them after they break the curse. So, but that's like risking a lot on us being competent enough to stop them.
I have a feeling it's not going to be that easy. Like, they
Me
might
neither.
not do it.
900k jump.
Yeah.
But I mean, like, if like, I still feel like if we have people like Mert and Vajra on this, and they are able to be in on the plan, it feels like the chance of success is really high. I mean, Vajra
Yeah.
is like super powerful.
I agree. This is you can talk to her about it tomorrow. So that we'll go so far as to
Yeah, I
trick them or whatever.
that's like the best case scenario, right? Where
Mhm.
everyone gets what they want, and we fuck the cultists
Except
up.
the cultists, right? But who
Yeah,
cares?
fuck them.
Cultist activity. Waterdeep Dragon Heist cultist activity. I did.
Unless the cultists say, okay, send this money here, and they don't actually show up, and then they say, don't worry, if the money reaches us by this date, like, click fingers, the curse is gone. We don't even need to be there. Then how?
That's the most ultra sketch, and I think no matter what, like, I don't know if the Castellantas, they probably will, but
But no reasonable negotiator will agree to that.
yeah, like,
Yeah,
that's
but
just
they are not being reasonable. Obviously,
Yeah, but
they are
the
not
money
being
will not be in
reasonable.
their hands.
So you're saying in a situation where we don't pay and they 100% the kid gets clapped, or we take a risk in pushing our luck and trying to be like, no, we need proof that they will live past this certain day, or we're gonna pay half the sum and then we let them live a certain day, they're still alive. And if the curse is so all powerful, and if the curse is like 802 1x certified, can go over Wi-Fi, then they can just reapply the curse, right?
that's also
Mhm.
true. I mean, we're counting on the cultists having like a moral code that they won't do it again, right? After it's broken. That's dumb.
Yeah, it's too much at stake.
I
There's
think
no
for
way. Yeah.
I think for now let's not think too far ahead. Let's think, what do we want out of this? We want to find the treasure or the whatever. Do we want to help the Castellantas? Like, if we can, let's not think about how we're gonna do it. If we can, do we want
Yes.
to?
I want the eye. I want for the chance for everyone to be able to excuse his death. And also stay on the Castellantas' good side because they are the ones fronting our business right now.
Okay, so
They
that's
can
a
very
yes.
easily pull that away.
Sure. Elron?
I think as long as we don't pay the cultists, it's ethical for us.
Okay, so Mustard?
Yeah.
I'm in agreement with to work with the Castellanta, but
Yeah.
under all means, we do not pay the cut.
Yeah.
Even if that means that we betray the Castellantas in the future.
Right. So
The master
let's
is means to an end.
DM, do we know how long the Castellantas are fronting the business? It said
1 month.
only
1
for
month, right?
1 month, right? Has
Yeah.
that, like, are we 2 weeks in to that already? Because
You're
they've been like building and renovating and all that shit,
you're
right?
about a week and a half in.
Well, I don't think that should be a very big
I'm just
factor.
just
Okay, so we've all agreed. Let's go to the Catalantas and agree that we'll help under the condition that let's go with them and say that under like the last resort would be handing over the cash to the cultists. We'll try every single way to not do that, but of course we'll still work our best to finding the treasure.
I think that that's not even a last resort. That's not even an option. There's no way we are gonna pay the full amount without any kind of guarantee. That's insane.
Okay.
No one would even And when we do this, having listened to the party's opinions, there's two ways we can do this. We bamboozle them and say that we'll help, but we keep this plan in our back pocket, or we straight up tell the Catalantas that here is our counter offer. You take it, or we're gonna walk away from this whole matter. They are the ones who are desperate, not us.
I like that latter idea better, Anna. Like, let's
Yeah.
just be upfront and honest about it. I don't want any like this is already too complicated to have any
Yeah.
like backstabbing.
And I'll even go so far as to say we can find some way to get 500,000 as the deposit, and then their kids are okay, and then we, sketch on the rest. But at least we would have tried to bargain, and not be the victim of our circumstances and be like, oh, these guys want our money, we'll let them take our lunch too. Why don't you take my pocket money also while you're at it?
That's true.
So I think like the counter offer would work. Whether or not they want to give us the eye, they're hurting themselves, right? To give us the eye now, we would at least have a chance. And they in their mind they could even change our mind when we finally get the treasure and they'll be like, okay, have you changed your mind? Why don't you just pay the full? But if you want to keep the eye from us as a bargaining chip, it's if you look at it really, really shrewdly,
Yeah.
really, really clear,
They're not
without
gonna
letting
get your gold.
emotions cloud your judgment about dead kids, what she was putting on the table was nothing at all. Right? What is $80,000 when we are about to recover $1 million? Don't give me that I'll wipe away the debt nonsense.
That's true.
That's a non-factor. And why would you even use something that is a prerequisite to the task as a bargaining chip? So we
Yeah.
need you to do this, but we'll not let you do this because we are holding back. All that additional offers is a non-factor. At the end of the day, it's an ethical decision, and I think we all agree that it's not ethical to choose paying the cult over a bunch of kids' lives. I mean, it's a sad story, right? They don't get to live past 7. But if everybody thought that way, then the world would not be a great place to live in, right? If everybody wants to seek for their own self-interest, then you can't. You have to think about what that 1 million is going to do, and what it could potentially be going to do. So at least it's unpleasant, but this whole issue has been unpleasant. It's been doing a lot of unpleasant things.
All right.
If she were to say, okay, fine, you go find the other 2 eyes, and then when you found them, then you come to me and I'll give you the 3rd eye, and then you can go find it.
That's fine.
What is that? Is that cool?
Yeah, they have a better chance of protecting that 3rd eye than us anyway.
That is true. Like all the eggs in one basket sort of thing, right?
Yeah, correct.
Okay.
It was separated by design, and to collect it all and not be ready to use it is not planning ahead.
Yeah. I think, shall we?
Yeah, explain to her that there's just too many variables, too many what ifs for us to say that we are going to agree. So we need to be very straight. This is our counter offer.
Okay.
As it is, we are really going on very little. 3 weeks is not a lot of time to find something that has stayed hidden for most of Rainier's adult life.
Okay.
Let's do this.
Like right off the bat of that, I would like to find out more about the cultists that the Growlhounds were involved in. that could be something. We don't know if it's the same cult, but like
I can see you probing when you ask her what the cultists were wearing, but she said the cultists weren't wearing anything. Thought I was like, wait, they were
Just
naked.
take it
Running
straight
and then
out.
naked.
Well, that's definitely
They
a
weren't
cult.
wearing. They weren't wearing their robes.
yeah, they were
Straight
Oh.
up helicopter tick.
That's how they got him. Okay, I think we're ready to tell Lady Castellanta.
Who's speaking for the party?
This is the next morning, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, or you're going back straight away.
Walk back in.
Walk back in,
turn 360 degrees and walk back in.
Walk back in also can,
360 would mean we.
I
Let's
know,
just
say
yeah,
that
I
we
know.
just go.
It's the old.
Let's just say that we didn't leave the banner. Okay, let's not make it less awkward. We asked for some time to, like, in private,
Yeah.
come to a decision.
Sure. You enter the living area again. Lady Castellanta is there waiting for you.
I want to ask why Lord Castellanta is not on
You gonna ask?
for this discussion. I'm throwing it out there. Like, is that something?
Maybe you can ask, like, Lord Rahul was also the one who asked us here. He wanted to hear our explanation.
That's true.
It's not-
Okay.
Big
Yeah,
smarts.
we'll ask, like, is there like a reason why? I mean, this is a pretty big decision for your family. Is there a reason why your husband is not here?
Well, I thought I would make this decision without him. We have been making a lot of moves and it's amounted to nothing, and I thought I would take the next step without him.
So
Yes.
if he didn't ask us here to discuss this matter, then
I merely asked him to extend an invitation to you for tea. I said I had some errands which needed doing. I didn't mention, I wasn't specific.
okay, out of character, I think we can infer that she doesn't have full approval.
Yeah, for sure. 100%.
Huh.
Fine, that makes our decision easier then.
So, your decision?
Who's gonna say it?
I think either one of you explain it better.
Well, I think. Well, this isn't a easy. Yeah.
I would just like to start by saying that, like, all of us are very moved by the plight that you've landed yourself in, or the unfortunate plight that has befallen you. I think all of us want the best for the two lovely children you have, and it would also pain us greatly to see anything happen to them. As such, we have agreed that we will do everything in our ability to undo this wrong that has been befallen your family. However, we also have to consider the bigger picture of the whole situation, of the many variables, the many unknowns. Right now, it's just too much of a risk to commit a large sum like 1 million straight up. And we don't want a situation where we give you our word that we will definitely produce 1 million to hand over to the cultists, and then we don't. So I think that all of us also on that topic of the fortune, I think that all of us have also agreed that while we don't know if it even exists, if it does, and if we do come into possession of 1 million dragon, we don't think that it is the right thing to do to use it to pay it off even something as precious as the lives of your two children. I know it must pain you greatly to hear that as a mother, but as a citizen and as a citizen, you and as a person who hopefully considers themselves to be, you know what, you don't need to hear that from me. Just know that we can't, in good conscience, give away a million gold pieces to cultists who don't even have a guarantee that your children will be fine. So our party's offer is that we will do everything we can to recover this fortune first of all, and even use this fortune to try and set up a situation where we can guarantee our children's safety. But uh, we are going to try and go through the proper channels and uh, kind of come out on top of this ransom deal, maybe by paying a token amount and making sure that the curse is lifted before we try to make do with the rest without paying the rest, or we'll have to cross that bridge when we come to it. But for now, know that we will not be committing the full sum.
He's staring straight at you and she's not smiling anymore. You are asking me to give you my support without the
Yeah.
assurance that my children will stay alive.
I think with all due respect, even if we gave you our word, there is no assurance that your children will survive. And to add on to that, we are
Fair
prepared
play.
to do this. Yeah, to add on to that, we are prepared to do this with or without your support, with or without your enabling us with the eye, and with or without you agreeing to wipe away the debt. We are already telling you that we are going to get to the bottom of this to right this wrong. But I think that you too know that there is no sense in withholding a piece of the puzzle that we need to even consider saving your children.
She smiles and then she says, I believe we'll manage. She pulls the box back.
That's fair.
Good luck on your hunt. Said, please excuse them, Villefort.
Lady Castellanta is dead to me.
You leave
You want
the.
to add on to that?
You want to add on to that before you leave?
No,
Well.
I will leave. But I'm curious, where is Lord Castellanta?
It's obviously not in knowledge of it.
What if he gives us a different answer if we speak to him?
Don't think we care. Because right now, if you look at it from a completely rogue point of view, we came out of that with more information and more value than we went into that. We already located one of the eyes. And we don't have to act on that until we absolutely have to.
Oh,
It's not like we're gonna go back to her with two eyes and say that, look, we agreed to save your kid, give us that eye, and then she'll be like, no, last time, say no, too late, no take backs. It's not like that's gonna happen, right?
this is the new thief game. We must go into her mansion, steal the eye.
I mean, I didn't want to get to a situation where we have to strong arm the Castellanta family. But if a bunch of nobles are going to be stupid in the face of the bigger picture, where the Stone of Control is part of the bigger picture and more people have died for it, then we do what we have to.
We've left, like, we're not staying to continue the conversation, just by the way.
Yeah.
Like, this also means that she's gonna do everything in her power to get the other two eyes, you know that, right?
That's doing
Yeah,
the
well,
work for us.
She's had so many years. It kind of sucks.
Right.
Yeah, and she also can hire people to get them to steal the stone from us.
And they would have to operate under the nose of her husband, of the Harpers, of the Blackstaff City Watch, two very dangerous gangs. So, yeah.
One misstep, if she gets arrested, we get a free eye.
Yeah, I mean, she either dies trying or she gets arrested.
And if we have a show, and then we don't need to worry about the kids because they'll die anyway.
Honestly, if she solved the problem for us, then she clears the Never Emperor name. She gets her kids back, and she doesn't need us to commit treason against the city of Waterdeep. That's a win for everyone, right? We've got out heaven.
Yeah, and the cultists get to fund their army. How good.
Yeah,
Mm,
and that's on them, not us. We've
Yeah.
done what is right.
mm.
Well, whatever. We'll
Okay.
deal with it when it comes.
Yeah. And if the Castellantis decides to use their influence to make our lives a living hell in Waterdeep and cause our business to fall, what do we really lose? The city hates us anyway.
Yeah. In worst comes to worst, everyone can just be an immigrant at like Baldur's Gate.
Yeah, it'd be easier to sneak Elrond out than to do any of it.
Illegal immigranto. Dig a tunnel for me to escape Waterdeep.
Dimension door.
Dimension door.
Okay. Yeah, I agree.
Alright. Great. So what now? Fight Club.
Now we need a break.
Can Leaf pick up the box for us? That's what I'm wondering.
Leaf can't leave the tavern.
Can't leave
Can't
the
leave.
tavern, ah.
You can't leave the tavern, dude.
Poor guy. Oh, you know what I know the forgery kit would be good for? To forge those guard papers.
Where?
What guard papers?
For the thingy, like for the fight club. Because they need to report down, right?
But how do you forge what you don't know?
That
Mhm.
is very true as well. Actually, do we even need it? Cause his memory got altered.
Mhm.
Probably not.
They could
But
have
I'm
altered it
assuming that
regularly,
it's just a standard procedure that they show up with certification or whatever.
Or probably just
What kind of
at the
gang
very
goes
least the
around
10
with like certs and resumes. Like I am.
hired tug. My
Yeah,
resume includes
rule number
beating up
5.
people.
I have robbed this many banks. If you would like references, you can go call this person in jail.
Maybe.
Oh, are we on a break? Okay, I want to go pee.
They- Ah.
I know we talked a lot about this already, but if we could just spend a bit more.
Hmm.
Do you think that we did the good thing in terms of alignment?
Yeah. I would think so.
I think that if we use the situation to our advantage to advance our position in Waterdeepian society, then that is a straight up lawful evil thing to do.
I mean, we did the right thing. For sure. Like, if this was in real life, it would also have been the right thing to do. Anyway.
I mean, the cultists aren't gonna use that money to build an orphanage.
Yeah. It's like asking, it's like Lee Hsien Loong asking random 5 people, visitors to his land, like, hey, you know, my nephew is going to die. Like, can you do this for me or not? It's like, it's the same thing.
Is it Master Bag? Not yet.
Back then he went out. Oh, did you know prestidigitation? You can color an object. I'm going to touch Elrond's whatever he's wearing and make it pink. Right now.
Wow.
For an hour.
Alright. Elrond, your whole get up becomes pink.
Just for an hour. Don't worry about it.
What are you doing?
Cecil.
Yes.
Not sure if this is possible, and I really don't know.
It can be pink too, don't worry.
No. Yeah, I really don't want to tap into this like resource all the time, but do you think that at the academy or the library there could be anything mentioning about cults in Waterdeep?
Stop helping her.
Enabling your own.
Me was the cult all along.
The
Let's-
dark force will eat you.
That could, you know, like point us in a direction maybe, or
She's
even
mean-
where to start
she's-
looking.
You know,
meeting
the
with
beginning
cult
of the
every
campaign when
night.
I asked for long-term stretch goals, Maeve's long-term stretch goal was to get 900,000 gold coins.
Oh my god, it all makes sense.
Just kidding, just kidding.
It was to ritual murder the rest of the party.
But I'm
The
sure they
ancestral war chieftain, I'm very offended.
I'm sure
Okay.
they have information about the cult.
That's why
But-
she cannot sleep.
Shut up.
We saw you talking. It was a very passionate discussion.
100,000 points.
Yeah, you know, there was like one when she did like some hand movements.
I'm just expressive when I talk.
Expressing your great need for
Just
gold.
because we can only see you 1/10 of the time, okay? Like right now. Doesn't apply to everyone else at this table.
The good news is that if his mic dies and he uses the webcam mic, he'll be forced to actually point it at him because then it's directional.
It is pointed at me. It's just
Okay,
that
anyway.
when I want drinks, I gotta go.
You return to your tavern and there is a gnome who is nailing something to your door, to the front of your tavern. You see Frodo and Bobby kind of like asking him what the fuck's going on.
Hey, what the fuck's going on?
This is my Ian cat.
It's like nail. Then he walks away. However, it's
Okay.
like knee height for you, because he's a
Wow.
gnome.
Let me just squat down and see what it is.
No, have some dignity. Let's
It's
please stand
I
it up.
owe you
What is
for the
that?
sum of 80,000 gold pieces to be paid in full in 2 weeks' time for Aeorion Duck, who resides on these premises.
That's petty, man.
I take it and I
Motherfucker.
just
You
hand
still
it
want
to
to go
Elrion.
search up more on the cult? I think we should help them.
I'm about to piss on the lawn, dude. Okay, let's go back there. Guys,
Okay.
guys about to get banished from Waterdeep.
The
I mean, with
The
these kind of
consequences for
people here,
non-payment-
do you really
the
want to stay?
consequences for non-payment are jail term up to 15 years.
Guys, please sell the house, dude. Please sell the tavern.
I don't think the tavern is worth that much, anyways. And if you were to die, then
Okay, 80,000 gold. Let's see. How am I gonna earn?
Just
But
out
you
of
really-
curiosity,
No, already we do this, what, right? Like, this is not information. New information to you.
No, but previously he had 21 years.
oh,
what happens if he dies?
Ah.
If I die,
Yeah,
if I-
what happens
what
to
happens-
that?
wait, what happens if I go to jail?
Roll
Well,
new
no.
If he
character.
dies, is it?
Yeah,
The debt is supposedly erased.
nice.
Okay, kill me
However,
now.
if it's found that he is alive, everybody who is involved in the cover-up goes to jail as well.
Okay, quick. There's no need to cover up. Just kill me.
there are magic to
Just finger of death me.
there's magic to arrange.
You think if any of us were capable of finger of death, we will be here right now?
Just turn me into leaf, okay? It will be the same as if I'm alive. Just turn me into leaf. I'm gonna fall down the ladder.
Of the party for all battles from now on.
Yeah, I'm just gonna fall down the ladder while painting the tile.
Every
Well,
time you
what
say Mary cure wounds, I'm like, sorry, I'm helping you.
Why don't
80,000
you just
gold
set
cure
yourself on
wounds?
fire in front of their house?
80,000 gold.
Well, if they're gonna play it like that, I mean,
That's
do they not know this just makes us not want to help them, even if we find the gold?
I think they know that. Well, guess we're farming Blue Alley for the next 2 weeks.
No,
Stop
no,
the
no,
lockout
we're
haven't
not.
reset.
God,
No,
not the
You
lockout.
can't go back to
dude.
Blue Alley. Pink Alley, on the other hand.
Well, that must suck. I guess I'm dead now.
don't give up hope. We have 2
this
weeks.
is pushing Anna's alignment closer to chaotic.
Yeah, but in any case, Maeve will say this, like, if they're trying to threaten you with this, when most of the loan terms clearly state a specific length of time, and they're pushing forward for no apparent reason, we can always go to Mud.
There's reasons listed below.
We can always go to
Oh
Mud
shit.
for
What is
Vajra.
the reason?
Reasons listed below is he has not made any form of payment over the many years, and Castlanters have waived it, and they decide they will collect in full now.
Nice.
Maybe there are ways to go to Mud and let him know that this has happened, and if they want to see who is telling the truth, let the magistrate or whatever look lah. They can decide for themselves. They can see the entire conversation we would have had with Lady Callister, and they can then decide or whatever her stupid name is, and then they can
Lady
decide for
Karen.
themselves, like whether whatever action she's planning to make is correct or not. And then if they deem it that we made the wrong decision for not giving Cultist 900,000 worth of gold, then okay lah. Kill us lor. But if you see that conversation with your own eyes and she is wrong, then she
I
dies lah.
think right now the problem is they are within their legal right to demand payment.
Yeah, I mean, it might not be very ethical of them, but no, it is.
There's not a
After-
case
af-
for going before.
I shed 2 crocodile tears.
So do you know what's the biggest fuck you we could do?
Die before 2 weeks.
No, we could get the 1 mil and use and pay off Elrond's debt.
Yeah.
But we keep the rest of the money and let the kid die.
Yeah.
I mean, the
We've got
kid. I
this
mean,
money, you know,
I mean,
but
you see, Master. Now that this is happening, right? The kids are pretty much confirmed gonna fucking die. They're gonna die again.
What kind of businesswoman makes choices like that? Did I not lay out the terms really clearly? There is no
Yeah.
incentive for you to not help us.
We have this big clue to the
if-
money. Do you want to help us get to the money?
She's a mother.
No.
No, the children will die.
Clearly, right? Like, she doesn't want to involve her husband, who's assuming he's more logical. She's doing this behind his back. She's gonna do whatever it takes for her to save her child. Like, business be damned, the city be damned, her husband be damned.
Yeah.
All of that, like, she doesn't give two shits.
Yeah.
That is where she is at
so
right now.
entitled, rich
So
Her
then
husband's probably
he-
making backups with a non-profit source.
Well, I know we're all kind of worked up about this, but as much as this is a shitty situation, let's just take this as encouragement to find this
Yeah,
whatever in
keep
the
our
next
heads
2
up.
weeks. Yeah, let's just prove them wrong. Shove it in their face.
Whoa,
Anyway,
guys,
Aura.
you're playing a risky game there, right? I'm about to go to
I
jail
mean-
for 15 years if we fuck.
Listen, it's either you just give up now. Like, it's
she
either-
gets to be character is fine.
Okay, in
Yeah.
2 weeks, right? If we can't repay the debt, just kill me.
Listen,
No, I mean-
Elrond, in character, Anna's gonna tell you that life on the road really is probably going to be a better experience than working at the dock.
I can vouch for that as well.
dig me out, dimension door me out.
Just take these 2 weeks as like, you know, a deadline to see whether Waterdeep's actually
And
for
maybe
you.
now is a good time for you to write back to your parents and say, hey, BT Dub, the deadline has been shifted to 2 weeks. Do you want to like show your face and act like parents for once?
No, I sent a message on the way to Baldur's Gate in 2 weeks.
I don't even know where Baldur's Gate is.
See you in Baldur's Gate 2 weeks.
See you at
Or you send them the message, Google, search up flights to Baldur's Gate.
All flights have been shut down.
No circuit breaker. Sorry, no
Yeah.
flights out.
Fuck.
Okay, if you look carefully at the map of Waterdeep, the number of exits we can consider. Seems like any Tom, Dick, and Harry can leave by Miss Shaw anyway, right?
Just swim out.
Go at night.
Just would like to remind you.
Pretty sure there's a bunch of griffins waiting for me at Naval Harbour.
It's called Naval Harbor. Maybe they have a naval fleet.
Do you have a
God.
ship
Naval Harbor.
Have
to
very
leave by
strong
Miss
arms.
Shaw? A rowboat is not going to take 5 of you. A rowboat
Just me
is also
can
going
already.
to capsize in the high seas.
That's
But-
fine. That's fine. Yeah, magic to solve problems. Like,
Okay, I guess I'll start digging a hole now. I'll make it by 2 weeks.
This is loser talk, Arion. I won't
negative.
tolerate
What was
this.
that? What was that?
Dick.
Negative mindset. What was it? You said negative
Negative
mental
mental
attitude.
I'm just gonna dig from the City of the Dead to the marching grounds.
I
I
mean,
mean, we have
Okay.
a disguise kit.
enough of this nonsense. Let's focus and prepare for our next big thing.
What, assassinating the Castellan? Oops.
No, the
Oh.
goddamn gladiator ring.
Right.
I'll just forget you said that.
I really want to speak to Lord Castellanta though. I think he'll give us a different viewpoint. And maybe waive my debt in
That's
2 weeks.
snitching, dude. That's snitching. I won't stop you.
I beg him, I lick his feet.
Are you drinking Coke? This is new.
Yeah, why?
You're beginning from Anaria. Okay,
Are you what?
in Coke.
Drinking Coke?
He's been influenced. Oh no.
Aye.
Is it
You need to
classic?
wash this down.
What's that?
Wow, fat
Oh.
bird.
Oh!
What's
Wow.
Yikes.
Shag. You got Fat Burger delivery, ah?
I know what I want.
Huh?
It's the island white.
Oh, you got the... It's them eggs, I don't know what.
Yeah, it's okay. One for you.
Mother's Day.
Yeah,
Mother's Day.
My mom never even eat. I ordered for myself.
Okay. Your mom never even eat.
You are your own mother.
Okay. What are we doing, guys?
Getting tattoos.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
from Master.
Sure. Okay, you do all the tattoos. Mud does walk in to check on the 5 of you before you leave.
I cry for Mert. I cry for him.
What the fuck? What's this guy doing? Guys! What's going on?
Please,
You don't.
Mert.
I need you in the zone.
Get your head in the game around. We can talk about your
Yeah,
complete
he's our
depth.
number 1 fighter.
We're not fighting.
What?
You see, like, as Master says, like, the fighting part, he's like face palming. Guys, do we know what we're going in to do?
Not fight.
Not fight.
Very good. Can you please tell it to your fucking bird friend here?
Okay, one more for the people in the back.
Not
Not fight.
fight.
You are going in as spies. Bird boy, do you know what spy means? Well, you saying that?
We can't hear you.
His mic broke.
Your mic broke.
Little girl twisty bendy.
That's it, guys. That's it for the night.
It's
Bye.
over.
Was
Oh,
Guys,
Oh,
Hi.
okay.
Uh-huh.
Oh my god.
yeah. What are you saying?
oh, it didn't
Bye.
work.
are
Okay. I think it's working. It came back. Fair
Hmm.
Oh.
enough.
You said you see Mustard says that and then Bert goes, Jesus fucking Christ. If I have to
Oh.
drag your 5 bodies out of the gladiator arena, let me just tell you, I will not be dragging your bodies out. It will be a no burial service for the 5 of you.
That's great.
Fine, we'll be too dead to worry about that. Burials are for the living, not for
Whether you live or die does not concern me. I will not be associating my name to the 5 of you if you fail.
It's okay. We know that
That's
deep inside you
fair
feel
enough.
sorry.
So don't fail.
Thank you,
Are we
Atlas.
clear?
Yeah. Yes, your
Wait,
mic. Oh, it's working.
wait.
Your mic is working.
Here you go. Then he kind of like hands you one just in case because I don't want you to die.
What did you give us?
Oh, I remember this.
Oh wow,
just not-
numbers. This for
Ah,
me.
yes.
Oh,
Okay, so
Is
I
this
love
for
this
you,
item.
little kid?
Yeah, don't give it to Maeve. You know what will happen.
I'll hang on to all 5 of those.
It's one Beckett.
Oh damn.
Don't give it to Maeve.
You know Chekhov's gun?
that's it. You're gonna die in 2 weeks anyway.
No.
Just don't die.
Why don't we just let Eustace get Elrond out?
Your bag of holding has also been delivered.
Oh,
Put me inside quick.
We gotta chop you up for that.
Oh, it's a cute
Okay.
bag.
you have a
Got a
face.
face
Yeah.
more.
Shit, I never knew it looked like that. I thought it was just a sack,
You're a
like a
sack.
drawstring bag.
Oh.
Ariel, you wanna?
Go inside.
What is wrong with this guy? Why is he
But-
trying to hide?
But I'm gonna die, man.
What does he mean he was gonna die?
Are we gonna tell him?
It's really Arion. It's up to Arion.
Elrond's like,
No, I mean, are we going to tell him about the whole?
Oh,
Yeah.
it's up to Arion.
He could force
I cried.
the thing out.
Why is
Crocodile
he
tears.
crying on the floor?
I
1
think
hour before we are supposed to do the mission.
we'll fill Mert in.
I show Mert like the letter saying what will happen.
It's like, why the fuck do you owe 80,000 gold pieces?
parents owe that money, but they left him.
Yes. It was my parents, Mert. It wasn't
God.
me.
Fuck. Well, I don't have 80,000 gold pieces.
Neither do
That's
I.
what you're asking.
I think he'll fill him in about the rest of it. This guy's in deep shit also. I mean, Delta thinks he has the stone. He's been questioned by the JB also. We should just tell him about the whole shit show.
Yeah, not against.
Yeah, we'll fill him in
Mm.
about why the deadline has been moved up and things like that.
21 years has been.
You feel
pushed
him
forward
in, he
to-
listens to everything and he has this very shocked expression going on.
Yeah, I'll finish off with. I think the main takeaway is that at least we have located one of the eyes.
Oh, we 到这了.
Yep.
He kind of takes a deep breath and then sighs. I hope you realize you have made enemies with the most powerful noble family in Waterdeep.
I think it's worth noting that Lord Castellaneta also does not know about this.
Regardless, you have
Right.
made enemies with the most powerful noble family in Waterdeep. And I hope you know that.
Yeah, Guess
Not very noble of them to have enemies.
that's what happens when the whole city has to count on nobodies to have a moral backbone, right?
What? Sorry again?
So that's what happens when the whole city has to count on like 5 nobodies to have a moral backbone.
If I was you, I would have done the same thing.
Good to know that you're
Fair enough.
about to be as
Unfortunately,
blunt
being lawful in this city doesn't count for much these days.
He knows.
I will do what I can. Let me speak to Vajra, and I will see what I can do about this debt. We can't erase it because it's within your legal right to pursue it. But I will see what I can do.
Anna is going to give the whole V for Vendetta.
Mm.
Within this last inch, we have free speech. Nobody listens and we move on with the mission.
Yeah, just move
Can you
away.
just make sure you don't die?
Yes.
Because if he dies and I go to Vajra and waste my time, I'll look like an idiot. So of all, just make sure he doesn't die. And he points to Elrion.
Yeah.
Very hard.
We'll be sure.
Remember, no fighting.
No
Hey,
fighting.
And he leaves shortly after.
No fighting.
No fighting.
No fighting.
I think Anna
No
should hold on to that
communication.
dust. She probably know.
No, I
when
made
best-
it a list.
No, of course you're not gonna use it for yourself. Like we're gonna use it if we
Why
do
can't we
use
just
it.
put it in the bag of holding? And then whoever is carrying the bag of holding just carries it. Vote
Who-
Celestial carry the bag of holding.
Who is carrying the bag of holding?
That's
Look,
just
It's a
man.
very important question.
Look, man, there's only
that I've
one.
learned from Curse of Strahd.
There's only one of us here that can freaking teleport, and it's not me.
Okay, so what?
Get the freaking teleport to get out of this sticky situation.
Oh, so Celestial ah. Can carry the bag of holding. Is it?
fucking fine. I'll do it.
Yeah, do you not agree that you are the most well equipped to sleep, misty step, beguile,
Yeah,
fuck
yeah,
up people your
I
way out
get
of
it.
situations?
You see, Celestial put
I'm just
The-
saying that no one wants it on me because everyone is distrusting of me at the moment. For
Don't give it to
whatever
me.
reason.
Don't give it to me.
I'm gonna give it to Mustard.
Or
Please.
hell,
I thought I would make a fine choice. They
You
would
might find weird things inside the bag if you give it to me. If you don't,
yeah, alright. You know, then I'm just gonna start like shifting contents from my bag into the bag of holding. Like, yeah, that's fucking right, guys. I'm using it as
Yeah.
my day to day.
Sure.
Why wouldn't you?
Yeah, why wouldn't you use it?
fair
Take
enough.
out
Fair enough.
the honking frog. And take out the
The
spell
cock.
book from both the orc and the human mage.
Hey, what else in the spell book? Can I use it now?
It's empty, right?
No, there's some spells. You can probably I can share with you later on.
Can you copy spells?
I don't know if
Are
you
you a
can.
wizard, Anna? Can
Uh,
you do that?
I don't think it. No, I think I couldn't then.
Only
Oh.
wizards can.
Yeah, I don't think I can then.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay, anyway, we're gonna start we'll probably stop halfway the recon, but we'll start when people get tired, then we can call it.
No sleep
Tired.
all night.
Wait, is
In
there
game, Maeve is also tired.
Let's work tomorrow, dude.
Yeah.
This might load.
Don't remind me.
Work is stupid.
Oh
No
shit!
work.
Wrong.
Die.
Oh, wrong map, wrong map.
This is the Tiamat map.
This is the
Oh.
vault with the 100
I hope this
the
map
1 mil.
loads. Yeah. This is a fucking laggy ass map.
Oh.
It's so big, dude. My laptop might explode.
Yeah, it's a huge map. It's
When you
ridiculous.
wish
Fuck,
that you had
so
20
big.
optimizations.
Okay, you go back to the place where you met Noska. And he's there. You see there's like 2 other people there already. There's a half orc, very buff, and there's a human also equally buff. and they are kind of dressed with armor and they have swords and everything, helmets and everything. And it's like, okay, the rest of the recruits are here again. Fall in.
Yes, Sergeant.
Sorry, which part of the map are we at?
We're not at.
We're not
don't
at
worry.
the.
Oh, okay.
Right marker, guys. Following behind me.
Right, Mark.
I'm both.
Enough.
Okay, listen very carefully. Here are the. Tonight there will be a gladiator fight between two people of no concern. You do not need to know who they are. The important thing is that we are guarding the central circle where Xanatar is doing his briefing. Okay. The 5 of you will be, and then he points, and the 2 of you will be in the central circle. You will be paid a token sum, 1 packet of silk root each, and 1 gold piece after the night is over. Just see me. Any objections before we begin?
We
Nope.
have no way of knowing
No,
that
Sergeant.
Loud and clear.
Mustard is known, so...
What?
We have no way of knowing that Xanatar will recognize Mustard.
Oh,
so
we have
we
no
don't
idea.
have any-
We have
yeah,
no
we-
fucking.
we-
Oh, I was gonna ask what your disguises are before this.
I
Oh
am.
no, we have disguises.
I
Right.
am Celestial. My
Like-
hair let down
I'm-
from there.
Like, naturally we would disguise ourselves to not be like ourselves. Because
But
we
there's a
wouldn't want them
limit,
to
right? Yeah.
remember us on the street
Yeah,
next time.
sure. I'll change
Yeah.
my hair color, which is a simple enough disguise.
Yeah, I'll like
I'll
Change
change
the
my hair
hairstyle
color, so
and color.
I'll braid it.
Master is changing anything? No.
Like, yeah, just to not look like Mustard.
I'm a new man. I am Duck Elrion.
It's like a regular.
Wow, blackface
Yeah,
Elrion, really?
I'm just gonna need 1 performance check for
I'm like
whoever
making my face look like.
whoever is doing the disguise for
soupy
Master, make me a
also.
performance check. Or if Master doing it for himself, he makes me a performance check. One
Oh my
person.
gosh, who has the best performance, guys?
No, no metagaming this shit. Whoever is doing, or if Master is doing it himself, Master will make the performance check.
Oh,
In law, he would be the only one. I mean, he and I could do it, right? But
Guidance, guidance!
That's
what
the fuck?
I would say with I don't know, advantage.
nah.
What advantage?
It's good at it as a
What
Kenku.
Huh?
As a Kenku, he's good at it.
that's
He's
true.
quite. He's not good at makeup. In what way?
Okay, it's not forgery, yeah, that's true.
No, proficient in acrobatic deception.
No,
Trying to. You trying to. No.
No.
Trying to smoke the exam teacher.
Yeah. Well, that's all I got then.
Holy shit.
This map is fucking big, by the way. So you all have to look very closely for those. I'm pulling you in now.
big
I guess
needs
we're not
die.
getting that 1 gold and silk root then.
Guess we're fighting!
I'm so hyped.
We just have to not die, right? So we can technically still fight. Oh shit, we're so small.
Holy shit, this map.
What is this? Can't even load it properly.
Okay, well.
I guess the rest of us have like just simple hair color and hairstyle changes.
I bring now, I've like my face looks muddy as shit.
Mustard tells you that
Just
he has
look
changed his
cool.
appearance, but he looks exactly the same.
Wait,
I mean,
what is this map?
can I help you, Mustard? Because you literally don't look any different.
It's too late.
The fuck? Does the
You're
whole
on your
campaign
way.
happen in this map?
The whole campaign, the whole
The
rest
whole
of the campaign.
the rest of the campaign just happens in this one map. It's so big. What the fuck?
Okay, yeah, let's go. Fine, whatever.
Okay, I'm gonna
But,
move you around unless you decide to
You
wander off
didn't
by yourself.
split- You didn't split the map, it's so hard to load.
What? Sorry?
Then you can split the map into 2 scenes.
It's like Curse of Strahd, you know?
Oh,
But
this is
we
literally
can
one
see-
map, Cam.
This
Yeah,
is
you can
fucking-
still choose to split it, right?
Nah.
The vault is somewhere in the blackness, guys. The vault is somewhere here.
Give me
Okay,
a
wait.
second.
So what is happening? Like he's bringing us in or what?
Yeah.
Okay. So
Plus
is
So
this
you-
in? Or...
So yeah, you climb up. He pulls off your blindfolds, and you see that you just climbed up what appears to be like this spiral staircase. They are carved with open eyes that glow with a faint light.
Question. So we met him in the store or like in the sewer?
In the sewer.
Could any of tell anyway me that we like left the sewer? Like, cause we know the layout of that area. We knew that we had to walk upstairs to get out. Like, could
You did not leave the sewer.
okay.
interesting.
Did we
Okay.
pass by the water, like the thing that we knew was there? You know that
Make me a
pouring
history
water
check.
or whatever. Gonna guide myself.
3.
You're gonna cast it in
History.
front of him?
Verbal and
that's right.
diplomatic.
Ah, damn it! I hate. Ugh, I miss being a monk. Okay,
Oh, wow.
but
You did
I
not
know.
pass by the waterfall.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, he leads you into this very long hallway. It's very high also. And you can see that the walls are carved with eyes of all shapes and sizes. And you see above there are multiple ghostly eye stalks looking, and they appear to be watching you as you move.
Okay.
You move down. Sorry,
Wow, that is huge. Look at the squares.
What?
Kind of
is
leads
this
you
map?
down.
Ooh, there was a
There's an entire city underneath.
yeah, I know, right?
Let's just live here.
Let's just leave
It leads
the-
you into the next area, and you see that it is almost like a promenade of some kind. They are like very high pillars carved with eyes that follow the curvature of the hall, and the eyes don't move or anything, but they're all carved into the walls, almost like a decoration or something kind. You see that there are a lot of people like walking around. There are a lot of people who seem to be not gang members, but they are kind of like here. They're kind of like exchanging money with each other, and so on and so forth. It appears that a lot of people are here to watch the games. You even spot some like very well dressed. You will assume they are nobles who are here.
No one that
Leads
we
you.
recognize?
Nobody you recognize. Brings you to here, and you stand in front of what appears to be this huge stone door, gigantic, and then he pushes it, and then leads you into this central chamber.
Lord. Okay.
every single one of them in a stool box thing. After crushing the previous fight, the DM has decided.
The default enemy is a super.
There's a crowd full of different kinds of like you will assume thugs, and
Look, we're so colorful.
as well as
like that.
commoners, leading at the top of this. Let me describe the room first before I continue. The circular room is tiled in very polished black marble, and it bears a very gold mosaic of a Zenithar guild symbol. Jutting from the ceiling is a bronze bell-shaped object.
Okay.
And displayed against the curved walls are a dozen lifelike statues.
Are we able to tell what the jutting thing is?
No, not from here. You see lifelike statues, but one common thing is all of their faces are frozen in fear.
Where
my God.
are they?
Statues
the
are lining the
northernmost
entire
point.
circular arena.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
So the circular arena is this, like where we are at right now.
No, this entire room.
This whole okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Holy shit.
You hear that people are like walking in and they're like holding their gold and they're kind of like waiting for. It's almost like they're waiting for something to happen.
So they're all standing and watching, or are they like seats? Is it like a
They're standing and watching.
Roman...
No, they're standing and watching.
Okay.
It's like, Noska walks over and it's like, okay, I'm gonna do the assignments. Okay, the two elves over here, and he kind of points to the sudden. It's like, you will be watching the door there. He pulls you over here.
Sounds great.
So this is where you will be on duty there, for the whole night
I just want to
until the
say,
games are over.
maybe we
Yeah?
should have left the stone behind.
No, the song is sincere.
Huh?
In the back of her.
Okay.
We should have left it back at
Yeah.
the manor.
I think so too.
Okay, I think I can afford to give the three of you because the bird doesn't look very threatening. So he's not a very good guy, I'm assuming. The three of you take the entrance over there.
Okay. Yes, Sergeant. Sergeant.
I'm just showing you where your location. You can move your tokens later so you can have a better view, but
I don't want my combo
I'm just
crash.
gonna show you where like everything's happening. So at the top there is this like raised platform where I'm pinging here, and you see there is a old elf, like a very old grey-skinned elf, standing there,
Oh,
Okay.
and he's like, after a certain amount, I mean after 20-30 minutes or so, and more people kind of move in, you see the guards, the half orc and the human who were hired also close the doors to the chamber with like a thud, this is a loud thud, and he's like, "Welcome, everybody, to this month's gladiator games. A welcome change, as today, Lord Xanatar himself will be making a special announcement. I'm glad to see some familiar faces. Make sure your cups are full of ale and your pockets are lined with gold. The betting will commence over in the Colosseum later. Now, on to business." And then you see the whole audience, he snaps his fingers and the whole audience chamber goes dark. And then you hear a booming voice reverberate. And he's like, open the door, open the door, open the door, open the door. He like, the Noska's whispering to you, Anna.
Sure,
Oh,
open the door.
okay.
Yeah, the two of you swing the door. You feel a whooshing sensation plus you, and you feel like this huge wind hit you, almost like somebody is flying past you, but you don't see anybody. He's like, close the door, close the door, close the door.
Closing it.
You hear, "Welcome to the monthly Xanatar Gladiator Games. I'm glad all of you are able to make it. It is a tradition here. We celebrate the strong and we cull the weak. Now I have a special announcement to make before we begin tonight's games. We will be having a special edition of the games next week. A celebration almost, where we have brought in the greatest pit fighter from Neverwinter, specially for one evening all bets will be doubled. And you hear like people in the audience start cheering and clapping. We have also brought in a very special Water Davian local for the fight. You have to come and see who it is for yourself. You could say she is very skilled. Now, please enjoy the festivities. And I hope you bet wisely and bet well. And then you see Noska is like raising his hands and telling the half orc and the human to open the gate, open the door, and they open the door and you see they open the door, you don't see anything, and then they close the door.
So the whole time we didn't see anything.
No,
Like, it was just pitch black.
it was pitch black.
You there to
Even-
stop me.
It's not pitch black, it's dimly lit.
So
Dimly lit.
So we didn't see anything.
we can
didn't-
see
What about those people with dark vision?
where.
You don't see him also. You don't see him also with dark
Okay.
vision.
Okay.
Then you see like who's this Noska is ushering and the elf is like kinda like ushering people out of the audience chamber. Then he's like he walks around, gives instructions, okay, just stay here and make sure nobody comes in.
Okay.
Just do this for the whole night. And I'll let you know when your shift is over.
Roger.
They said, do you think the 5 of you can manage this chamber alone?
Sure.
I'm gonna pull the 2 of them to the Colosseum. We might need extra hands.
Sure.
Cool. He kind of like wave gestures at them, and like now the 5 of you are the only people in this audience chamber. However, there is a single eye stalk at the ceiling looking down at 5 of you.
It's like the CCTV.
But the chamber is just a flat room, right?
Yep.
There's frozen statues and 2 doors.
Yes, we can't do much then. Let's just be good security troopers. Just hold our posts.
No, it's not that. About the eye stalk though.
Mm.
I'm just gonna patrol like back and forth. Like go down the hall to the other end.
Sure. Go ahead.
Is it the same?
Yeah.
Okay. Then I
Did
just
you
go
notice
back.
that the eye stalk is like trailing us or anything?
Yeah, it's like following you. As if you move, it follows you.
Mm.
What if we
Take a,
move in different directions?
take a closer look at the frozen statues.
Maybe it's like a wide angle kind of eye stalk. Let's see.
Make me a perception check.
Ooh.
You can tell that they seem like they were adventurers. They're dwarves, elves, humans, dragonborn. All appeared to be they have been turned to stone somehow, and their faces are like in fear, almost like the moments before their death.
And they are only on the top side or the bottom side?
What
also?
is the bottom side also.
Oh.
The whole room.
Okay, so we came from the right door in
Yep.
the east side. Then the north and the south is where the entry and exit of the gas queen thing.
No, the west, west and the south.
No, he came in from the south.
He came
and
in from
exited.
here.
No, we came in from there, the east.
He came in from here.
So-called Venatar came from the south and left through the north.
No, he
Then-
didn't leave through the north. He left through here. The right side. Here.
Oh, he
Oh.
left through
Where
there.
where we came from.
Yeah, where you came from.
Oh, there's no door up top, right?
No, there's no door up top.
No, it's just
So,
wall and
We know that the Colosseum is where the 3 of them are guarding. Lah. Do you
Where the
know that all the audience went to the Colosseum through the three doors.
This door. The one on the right.
Also that door.
Yeah.
I
Yikes.
don't know whether I should peek out the door.
You can pretend to.
Okay, I'm gonna be like walking like back and forth just a little bit, right? And then here, I'm gonna pretend like I heard something at this door. Just like snap my head and then I'm gonna quickly run to it and pick up.
Sure. Go ahead.
To peek out.
Peek out.
Yeah, I'm peeking. What do I see?
No, it's a hallway. That's it.
How do we do this? How do I just like? The first thing is like, should we explore where everyone is, or we explore where everyone isn't?
What do you mean?
Should we go towards the Colosseum or
Oh.
outside?
Isn't.
Why don't you check outside your door?
Pretend you hear something too.
No, I'm just gonna peek lah. Don't need to look. I'll peek.
Mustard's gonna move.
Gonna pick this door.
Yeah,
Check the
I
ice
need you
lock.
make a stealth check if you're gonna pick this door.
sure.
Right person for the job.
Very
Big
good.
rolls.
Pick the door.
What do I even see?
You see a magically lit room with a flat 30-foot high ceiling that contains several features. The most obvious feature is a 20-foot diameter, 30-foot high fish bowl that dominates the room. Filled with water, it also contains a small coral reef, blah, blah, you heard this before, a miniature shipwreck, and a sunken treasure chest. However, there is also a dwarf in there who does not see you.
Okay, actually, I'm not in the room. I'm peeking, or we
Yeah,
just
yeah.
stepped in.
Say you are peeking.
A dwarf that does not see me. Okay, I think we need to consider our options here. We just want to like bang and clear the ice dock.
I'm afraid who can see or feel
If
from the
I
ice.
look on top, right? It's only one ice dock? Or there
One.
like just one?
What when you on the way in you saw a
It's
few
not
more.
a lot, right?
Yeah.
Did I notice any in the fishbowl room?
No.
It's not like we can just clap that dwarf and precipitate his body.
Yeah, maybe not go into that room.
You can cut him up and put him into the bag of holding, like temporarily.
Straight up, I want to kill that fish though. No, I wouldn't know.
But
What's the play?
I guess, I mean, in order to be able to move freely, we need to get rid of the ice dock.
You shoot it.
It's send a familiar, but that's only 30 feet.
Yeah,
What
and I
spells
don't
do we
know
have for the job?
how I feel about this.
How high is the ceiling?
Very, very high.
How high lah? Is it like 1,000 feet?
I would say about 3 to 4 stories high.
Certainly
Wow.
not in range of sleep or.
So that's like what, 100 feet?
Let me check. 14 feet is 1 story. So 4 stories is about 60 feet. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so if we're gonna explore, if we know that to the right is a lot of ice docks, below us is like a giant fishbowl with a guy, and we can't sneak past the guy, we can't clap the guy, then we can try the left, right?
Mm.
So now the question is, do you trust me to do it, or
Like everyone go together.
But the golden rule. Fighting.
Huh?
No fighting.
Yeah, if there's no fighting,
You know, like fighting in the Colosseum thing.
no fighting in general. Unless we can get away with it.
Well,
I
Okay, let's make a show of like rotating doors. So swap doors.
Okay.
So that I can steal through. I think we can all agree that we save the dust of disappearance for the getaway.
Of course.
If we need to. That's very important.
but I don't know. Like, even if we do enter the south room and take that dwarf out, I mean that more or less immediately blows our cover, right? Like,
Yeah,
I mean,
so we can't do that.
yeah.
We shouldn't do that.
Okay, so my plan is, we just make, I'll just minor illusion and knocking on the door. Then I'll make a show of like, oh, you guys stay, I'll check it out. And I have a nice conversation with my illusionary voice on the other side. It's like Noska saying that come with me or something, but he's off screen, that kind of stuff, right? And then I'll leave the room and you guys stay, so it's not so suspicious with the eye stuff.
Yeah, sounds
Uh,
like a plan.
say that as you're walking past me, I will cast guidance on you.
Okay. So I minor illusion voice as close as I can to Noska's, but a bit muffled because on the other side of the door. Say something like get the elf girl. We need more hands on this side. And I'll be like, oh okay. Then I'll go. I'll step through here.
Making a performance check.
Performance. Holy shit,
Go ahead.
Cam, your rules.
Making up for last week. Okay, so what do I see when I peer down the corridor?
This corridor is
Wait, should I have
magically
said like send 2 people or you think I should sleep this?
too late.
Okay.
Lifelike humanoid statues dot the hall as well. And you don't see anything else. Actually, no guards or anything.
What's at the end of this hall?
It's a door. 2 stone doors. Set of stone doors.
And to my left.
Wooden doors.
Guess I will make Shan pick the wooden door first.
Sure.
Or do I just do it?
You see a room with a stuffed glowing minotaur at the north end of the room. A large great axe rests on the wooden rack in front of it. In the middle of the room is a 15-foot long, 5-foot wide, 3-foot high rectangular slab of stone with a handcrafted miniature model of a stone mace on top of it.
Okay, so Minotaur statue, the great axe is where? Minotaur statue.
Yep.
Great axe is with the statue.
In front of the statue, yeah.
And then the stone slab with a carved mace. Do you say stone slab?
Yep, with a carved mace.
It doesn't look. Am I able to tell like what these things are for or just decorative?
No, can't tell.
Okay,
Where
what's
on
that? Is there anything else in the room? The door?
That's it.
Oh, so this is
There's another door at the
oh,
south, but it's locked.
okay.
Magically locked.
Damn it. I'm not gonna mess with any of this. I don't think any of us want the great axe. It's not like we're gonna walk out here with it, right?
Nobody talks except Anna.
Not stealing anything. Let's go pick the other door. The stone doors?
Oh wait, someone needs to be in here. Wait. Don't.
Oh, May.
Maeve.
Maeve. It's Maeve's equal twin who has finally showed her face.
Oh shit.
And you make me a stealth check as you walk in. As you peek in.
Maeve rolls a stealth check, kidding.
Sure. Go ahead. You peek in, you see Torvin Tweet!
Oh my god.
Torvin
Okay.
Tweedbeard!
You fuck.
He appears to be building some kind of contraption in the middle of the room.
It look like a more deadly thing than his look.
You can't really tell. It's early stages.
Okay.
You see there's tools on tables all around the room, a couple of sets of mason tools and smith tools, tinker tools.
Okay.
There's also a cot and a stack of wooden casks filled with ale in the corner.
Okay. Does he look like he's holding
Doesn't see
anything
you.
important?
Can't tell.
Okay. Guess we are not going down this way. Let's check out at the end of the hall. There are a couple of doors. Let's try this one again.
Which one?
The one here.
Staircase. You push it and there's a staircase going down.
Down. Okay. The left one.
Sorry?
This left side.
Sure. Push it and there's no one inside. You see there is a marble bathtub with clawed feet in the middle of the room. Next to it is a large wooden cage.
A cage. The cage is empty.
Cage is empty.
Nothing else in the room.
Hanging from the hooks on the back wall are 3 mannequins made of straw and canvas, and there's a lot of crossbow bolts sticking in them.
Okay. Interesting. Kind of hunter's room, I guess. Okay, moving on.
Stealth check.
How many good rolls can I have?
Apparently a lot. You sneak up on this open area, which does not seem to have a door, and you see 5
Yikes.
bald dwarves. Their heads are covered with purple tattoos, sitting around a glowing circle on the floor. Their eyes are closed shut.
Am I able to tell anything about the room or the ritual?
You can't seem to tell. It
Okay,
looks. I'll send you a picture.
Ah. Those are the CCTV, guys.
Interesting.
We're not going to mess with CCTV room.
Mm.
What is that object further down?
The whole hallway is like is littered with statues again.
Oh, that's actually
Yeah.
on my left.
Sure, go ahead. Push if you like.
Quarters, living quarters.
Yeah, the walls are covered in very lewd graffiti, so things like "I fucked your mom last night," that kind of shit. Written in common, dwarvish, goblin, and undercommon. In the front of the room is a wooden table surrounded by empty barrels and casks that serve as stools.
Mm.
And there's also drained tankards and cards and dice strewn across the tabletop and the floor. There's
Nothing of
a
value.
dozen moldy bunk beds that are arranged in 2 rows at the back of the room.
Living quarters.
Mm.
Anything of interest or value?
Give me an investigation check. You do manage to find 6 gold pieces and 7 silver.
I'm not going to take it. It's gonna leave
Okay.
it. I was never here. Passage curves, more statues.
That's correct.
End of the hall is the door.
End of the hall. Nothing else.
Oh, there's no door.
No door.
Wow, build this place. Pointlessly long hallway. Ah shit, do I want to sneak past the CCTV room? I have the dust of disappearance, right?
Yes.
Yeah, you do.
Ah, let's do it.
Go ahead.
Please,
Go
please.
invisible. I was gonna say with advantage, but I don't think you need it. The room has no exit. It's the
No,
end
I
of the
didn't
room.
use the dust of disappearance, by the way.
Oh, you didn't.
Yeah.
Okay, but the room has no exit. It's
Oh,
just
okay.
the room.
Just that. So there's literally nothing interesting here. Unless we want to clap something to get where he stands. I think that's alright.
Yep.
Then I
Sure.
kind of like shake my head at the rest, like no information on where we are, how we can get back here. Goldfish room or livestock room.
Not Colosseum. I'm not gonna check.
Where's the
right side
Colosseum?
Here.
Oh yeah, that's the ice stock. Where the ice stocks are, right?
Hmm.
Do we know if that corridor immediately has the ice stock?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Like this whole area that he checked had all her ice stocks on the ceiling.
No, didn't.
No, the one where he just came from didn't have.
Oh, okay.
Where we came from immediately has ice stock. Okay,
Well,
so there's two ways we can do this. One, clap fishbowl room.
What do we aim to achieve doing that?
Put him to sleep and then investigate the room. But I don't think there's anything interesting there.
so when you open the door just now, it was just into a room.
The bottom one,
Yeah.
yeah, it's just a room.
It's just
with
a
the
room.
giant
There's no like or whatever. It was just
nothing, right? Yeah. Did I see anything else, Kim?
Just the dwarf and the fishbowl.
Okay,
Like,
at a glance, was there any other furniture?
A glance.
What I could see, yeah.
No.
Just looking for storage things, like where would you put stuff? Documents,
You do see that there are like violet particles that are drifting through the air.
Okay, so we can make a.
or we
If
can
we
just
go back now, finish the end of our shift and call it a day, we will gain nothing. We wasted an opportunity. Now I know we said no fighting, but it's a wasted opportunity. The other thing is that we make an intelligent guess that the place that I was at is the so-called trusted area. Those guys who are actually monitoring the security. That's in some kind of a find familiar type spell, which I've seen Silesia do, and familiar with how they lose their senses. And we could just choke all of them out, put a few others under the spell, fall asleep. And then we'll explore the place. But then we'll need to bail hard when they come around and they find out that this place has been breached.
I feel like playing it safe, and maybe we know there's like another event next week. Maybe we could try to be posted at the main Colosseum event, and without risking anything, we'll be able to see more.
Talk to Noska about a second shift.
Yeah, but that's like if we do get a second shift. Like I feel like it might be too risky to blow our cover, and I'm kind of cautious after that whole incident down at the sewers, right? Like if you're
I
acting,
don't think that we didn't gain anything. I mean, you essentially got sort of a lay of the land, and you know that okay, they have this specific room, where people are sitting in a circle or whatever. That's useful information
yeah.
because Bert was never able to get that information.
But we don't know how to come back here.
It's fine. Like we know that there is a way to come back here in 2 weeks. 2 weeks?
In
Okay.
a week.
Next week.
Then
So
yeah.
let Mert know, and Mert obviously would be okay with us coming back. So that means we can gain more access. Like if we, like I agree with what I said, if we do our jobs here now and we prove to Moscow or whatever that okay, you know, they did their job, they stood here for like however long.
That is also a huge risk. And then the other last card that we have to burn the dust of disappearance now to see the rest of this place.
That's true.
But
And we were given it for a reason, right? We can't go back and say we don't actually know anything. And if we're alone now, it's easier to vanish. If like if you actually have posted the Coliseum, we won't have an opportunity to use the dust then also.
But they'll definitely know it's us.
Why?
Because we're not
I
here.
mean, we're the only ones.
if we abandon our post and things happen because we are missing from the post, it's kind of
Unless
easy.
we have like our dead bodies here, then
Okay, like I go again and see what the dust means. Enough of it for one use. You and each creature become invisible for
Two
a number of
T4 minutes,
minutes.
so that means the longest we can be, like the best possible scenario is 8 minutes we can be invisible for. But it could be 2 minutes.
Yeah, and I could still have to move reasonably slowly to not avoid detection. So can we agree that saving this for all of us to make a quick getaway is also probably futile? If it goes south, we'll have to fight our way out.
I don't want to do anything risky.
Okay, we can always come back then. But yeah, it'll be harder to use the dust the next time.
Okay, I'm gonna call today's session here.
Wait, is that
Decide.
our...
If we actually just wait in this room, right, would the people eventually come back?
We have no idea. Yeah.
I'll let you know
Hmm.
next week.
Okay,
Have a
but-
bit of time.
But can we all like agree on something? Are we not using the dust this time?
I think we don't use the dust unless absolutely necessary.
Okay.
I'm
The
sure
moment
Blacks will know.
like oh shit, then we'll use the dust.
Okay.
Yeah,
Just because you
because-
disappear, it doesn't mean you are hidden. Just
Yeah.
want to point that out.
Yeah,
We'll all
yeah,
still
I
need to
get
make
it.
ourselves better.
yeah, but it will be with advantage.
Sure. Yeah. It's a hard check to detect. So.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we will save it then.
I'm surprised how you got away with all those stealth checks.
Shit, man, those checks. Oh my.
I wish I had that when I was climbing the old lady's tree.
The what?
You weren't climbing the tree. You were going into.
Yeah, going into
straight through
a
the
house.
front door. Okay.
Butt clencher. A butt clench roll.
Shut up.
I wish I had these plus
So
8s.
I was like, what?
Dude,
then-
the 18 plus 8 was disgusting.
Oh, you have +8 to stealth. That's disgusting, eh.
Rock ah.
Expertise.
Don't angry,
Expertise.
guys. 2 weeks more, I die already.
Yes.
We
and
never
then
take part,
we'll-
What?
Elven accuracy is your perk, is it, that you took?
Yeah.
It gives you dex, ah.
One dex. The half beat. So when I made my character, I left my dex at an odd number, so that when I hit the first perk, I take a half beat and still get.
That's sick, eh.
well. Thanks, guys.
Yeah, but the main thing is the expertise. I forgot what expertise I took, so I went to recalculate everything and I wrote it down in my profile. If you want to check internally, I have expertise in perception and stealth.
No worries. Okay, we'll call it here. You all can have some time to think about what you would like to do in this
Come
place,
everyone.
because you do still have some time.
Maeve would like to
Take a nap.
Go. That's true. Maeve would like to take a nap. And also, go to the castle ward and visit a particular villa and be like, I mean, you know, if the kids are gonna die in 3 weeks, they can die tomorrow, wouldn't make a difference. Kidding.
Very out of
Oh,
character, Maeve.
No
what the
lah!
fuck?
This is Marion, not
Cultist.
Maeve. This is Marion.
Cultist
But Maeve would be
activity.
like, let's figure out how to save Arion's stupid ass.
Chop
Why,
your finger in the middle of the night.
Yeah, Anna isn't even invested in Aaron's backstory because honestly,
Oh,
a life on the run is fine. They just get you out of Waterdeep and then
No, they want to stay in Waterdeep.
no, don't have a
Why
choice
would you
anyway.
want to stay in Waterdeep?
Yeah,
I don't want to go to Alturo, man. It sounds like an MLM, like a pyramid
But
scheme.
So
But
if Anna had 80,000 gold pieces to pay the debt, she would still not pay the debt, run away.
That is true. 80,000
Well,
gold
you can
pieces.
do so much more with 80,000 somewhere
It can
else.
get you 1/10 of an army.
That's true.
It's like, yeah, you can do so much. And you can go find your parents.
You can kill them.
You could hire 1/10 of an army to drag your parents back to wipe away the debt.
Yeah.
But that's just the life of a rogue.
Mm.
Fighter is still different.
Game, guys. Good game. Good session.
Shit game. I used up all my good rolls for the.
We didn't expect the Castle Enter part to take so long. Sorry.
No.
I didn't expect you to deliberate for such a long time.
An important decision.
It was. But I didn't expect that
Oh,
long.
yeah.
and-
I wanted to I went to get my food just now and I was really thinking about it. I was like, I think the Gaslanders are just bullshitting us. Dude, it's nonsense lah, okay?
Kids
Your
are
inside
lying.
check was how much?
Your inside check was good though. Your
19,
inside
19.
in there.
19, right? Very high, right? Yeah.
She wasn't
I
lying.
guarantee you she was being truthful about most of it.
I think
Besides-
the part that she wasn't being truthful
Besides the part
maybe
that
like
she's
leaving him out. Leaving the husband out.
Yeah, but inside check or no inside check, I have this sinking feeling that we're getting played. Like, it's implausible. We know the limits of magic in universe, and a curse like that is kind of ridiculous. Although I suppose it would be a simple method to confirm it with Vajra, right?
Because Vajra was the one who identified that, yeah.
Yeah, but
True,
it could.
yeah.
Yeah, but it doesn't. You know, you can give me, call it intuition. You can give me like all the evidence in the world, and I'll still kind of be like, it's sus. The way that the whole episode was handled, right down to the aggravation of the death, it's just something stinks about it. But that's just
Alright.
me. Yeah.
okay, cool. You guys, see you
Shit.
next Sunday. You can talk a bit about what you would like to do for the remainder of the night. I would say with a decent bit of time left before the games are over.
It may or may not happen. I may or may not be in this location by next Sunday. I don't.
No,
I
cool.
don't know.
I really like to see a new house. House tour,
Yeah.
please.
Got set up walls.
You ordered your webcam, right?
Yeah, it's coming.
Nice.
Nice.
Don't think it will matter on Roll20. I mean,
It doesn't
I don't
matter.
look
At least I
much-
won't
yeah.
see him in like pitch darkness.
can you
Cool.
tell that I'm a lot clearer than anyone else? No one, right? It's exactly the same.
No, it looks the same.
Yeah, because Roll20.
Can I tell that you're very, very tired? Yes, I can.
I am lah.
You always sound super tired, and after that, midway through, you kind of wake up.
It's the adrenaline, you know.
Yeah.
Where's
The begin-
Maeve? Just
Roleplay energy.
more tired. More tired.
Maeve has an excuse to just be tired all the time.
That's
Hey,
right.
I want a character
Kids.
with sleep problems also. I'm just roll it as myself.
Yeah. Cool. We'll pick this up soon, and then we can figure out what you like to do and everything next Sunday.
Mama.